have nowhere to
Anyway,
flee to.
because we stay here and deal with our issues, we don't flee.
You have no choice. If you could, you would
No, no,
escape
no,
somewhere else.
ma'am. We stay here and deal with our issues. We don't flee like cowards.
What do you mean cowards? That's the thing you could do as an immigrant. You know, when you come from another country, you get to go to another one. Don't you do that
No, that's
sometimes? Don't
it's
you go to
called
Mexico?
fleeing. It's
And no,
called
no, no.
fleeing, ma'am.
It's called
That's called
immigration.
fleeing. You're not. No, 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 no. It's called fleeing. That's fleeing,
How am I fleeing if I stay here and I have a villa back home? How is
ma'am.
that
Why?
fleeing?
Why is mass starvation in your home and you haven't fixed it, ma'am?
Never heard of that. Our starvation, we're eating well. We're eating
If you
very
were, you
well.
wouldn't have fled. If you were, you
I
wouldn't have
did not
fled and been over here
flee. I don't
trolling.
know where you got
Yes, you
this lie
did. You're
from.
over
I
here.
cannot.
You're in my land, ma'am. Ma'am, you're in my land.
This is not your land. This is a white man's
Yes, it
land.
is.
I swear he
No,
signed
ma'am.
me in.
This is a white man's world, but we're the only ones who fight him for the resources that we get. And thank you. The only reason you're here
But
getting that is because of us.
what do you mean? I'm not mad. You're the one that's mad. I'm
Yes, you
saying
are,
to
ma'am.
you that
You're mad. You're very
I,
angry because you're trolling, ma'am.
I'm not trolling. I'm genuinely being myself. I'm out here saying to you, why would you
Hmm.
why would you assume that I'm out here stealing anything from you or fleeing anything? I told you I have a villa back home. I'm doing
That's
everything
in
well.
turmoil. That's in
Hmm?
turmoil. That's why you fled. Your village is in turmoil, ma'am.
What do
That's
you
why
mean
you
a
fled.
village? See, now you're being a little bit racist, bestie. I'm not even from a village. I'm from a city. You
Ma'am,
know?
you're over here in my land that my family built.
But it's not your land. It is true that
Yes, it
African
is.
Americans have built a lot of it. I'm not ever
Foundation of
trying to
Black
say
Americans.
lie. Yep.
I'm not an African American. I'm a foundation of
Okay.
Black American.
Okay, fun. Okay, 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 bestie. I'm not fighting on that. I'm
I'm
saying that that is true. That
and
is
I
true of
haven't
your
fled,
history.
and
Uh,
we didn't flee, and we didn't flee.
at- I never said you could. You fled. I'm saying to you, you're right on that. You have built a lot, have done a lot. I'll never disrespect African. I mean, sorry, foundational blacks on that. But that doesn't mean that I don't have things. I told you I have a beautiful country, and I get to have a beautiful home here too. I could do two things at once.
But
I
you're
don't know
not in
why
there.
that
If
bothers you.
it's so beautiful, if it's so beautiful, you wouldn't have fled, ma'am.
I did not flee. I don't know where that lie comes
You
from.
keep
I
saying
don't
that
know.
you didn't flee, yet you're over here somewhere in Minnesota tweeting and trolling.
Why you say Minnesota?
She's not
I'm
in
from
Minnesota, by the way.
Seattle. I'm from
You,
Seattle. I'm not even
no.
Minnesota. Be more specific, bestie. But but it's not
Now
no.
what's that? Now what's that word you're saying? Are you saying bestie or dusty? What word are you
No,
saying?
bestie. See, you're
Bestie.
about
Okay.
to yeah, you're about to attack me. I didn't say dusty, I
No, no.
said bestie.
That's why I asked for
Yeah.
clarity. See, I
Yeah,
don't
no.
attack people. I don't attack people.
I
I
mean, I
don't.
feel like you're on edge. Like, since the beginning of
That's
this
you projecting,
conversation, you're telling me I fled from somewhere. I didn't
ma'am. That's
flee anywhere.
you're
My
projecting.
parents came here. My
Fleeing,
dad was 20. My mom was 50.
fleeing. That's
Flee
called fleeing.
nowhere.
You
No, they
leave
come
because you
here.
couldn't get out because you failed. You failed. That's
Listen,
okay.
we
Just
have.
say you failed.
Listen,
That's okay to fail.
Tariq,
And
I'm here to give you a peace treaty. Why don't
ma'am,
you?
peace,
Uh,
ma'am. I don't need
Sir,
advice
I'm
from
trying to
people
be
who fled,
respectful.
ma'am.
Monsieur, I'm trying to be
Ma'am,
respectful.
ma'am, ma'am.
Listen,
I don't need advice from people who fled. What are you going to tell me that you
listen,
haven't done?
listen, listen. If you please be quiet, I could say it to you. I'm saying
Go
to
ahead,
you
baby.
as an African, I give you a peace treaty that you could come here in Africa, where there's no white people,
You're
there's
not
nothing
there in Africa. You're not there in Africa.
wait,
You're
stop.
not in Africa.
Stop now.
You're
Stop.
not
You're
in
acting
Africa,
irrational. Don't you think this
ma'am. You're
is why
battling
you don't
control,
win? You act irrational
ma'am.
every single time people are speaking. Uh, just please, let's keep order here. There's someone in the request, hopefully a friend of yours, that could help you keep calm in these moments. Hello,
I mean,
young
we always
fly.
wanted Tariq to start here, so let's give him this floor since y'all were
Mm-hmm.
going at it.
Okay, I'm just curious. The topic is foundational white Americans only. Is this like a troll
Mm-hmm.
or I'm just confused. I haven't.
No,
Okay,
Oh no, I actually am a foundational white American.
yeah, literally. And me, I am, Somali. Someone said we were Caucasian. One of your people said we look white, so I might as well be white.
okay,
So yeah, I'm
No, because
here.
you classify
okay. So
yourself as
so
Caucasian.
you're trolling.
Somalis
I
classify
don't,
themselves
now
as
I
come
have
on
Caucasian.
now.
white American
Okay,
ancestors who
so
built this country, who did the paperwork to
okay, one
make this a
second. The
country.
reason why I came
Ma'am,
on this Twitter space real quick is because I thought Tariq and she was leading the room because I do listen to a lot of what Tariq and she says, and in regards to the
Mm,
Twitter space from prior.
Mm-hmm.
I completely
Mm-hmm.
understand where he's coming from when they
Mm.
say, if it's an issue with,
Brother, hold on, brother,
Mm-hmm.
hold on, brother, for a minute,
Can
brother,
you
hold on.
explain why? Oh,
Hold on. Let me say something to the brother. My brother, I think you mean well, but this is a troll room. So
no,
you know, even if you, but my brother means well, but they're not really the people who
no,
made
I'm
this room.
actually here to
They're,
listen to people
they're
that
not.
want to listen
They're
to
not.
me.
They're not
okay,
arguing
so
against you.
Tariq, I want to listen to you too. I want to listen to the both of you because you said
no,
I'm
well, I'm going to
understanding
say
things
this
and I'm trying
because,
to
again,
understand.
I'll say this though, because I think I have a
Mm-hmm.
better perspective.
Mm-hmm.
My parents come from West Africa, but I've been,
Mm-hmm.
I was born in America, and I more so share the sentiment of Black people that are in America. However, I can
Mm-hmm.
understand both sides. My only
All
thing that,
right.
I had a little issue with is that, again, we have to come to the understanding that, again, it was the Black people
Mm-hmm.
in America that fought for a lot of the bills and legislation that we enjoyed. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So I think
No, but that's what I say.
so
I
my
never deny it.
yeah, so my bigger thing though, I will say though, because again, I did, and I'll say this about Tariq Nasheed. What I have a little issues with is like we want to have, how would I put it? Progressive conversations. Those little,
Mm-hmm.
little kind of like the
Mm-hmm.
little jokey jokes. That's not cool. But I understand how Tariq Nasheed gets down.
You got
But
to
I was,
eat that, bro.
but
Hold on. Let me pause that. But let me say this. You don't have to eat some of them jokes, bro.
no, I don't
Part
care.
of foundation.
I
But I
understand that.
Yeah,
mean,
because y'all get very sensitive
I don't
about
get
jokes.
sensitive because again, I
no,
don't care. I'm just more
I
so
don't get
speaking in
sensitive at
regards to
all.
other people, that they might feel a way about it. Like I understand, janky,
Mm-hmm.
phones, the prepaid minutes, but it's like if we want to kind of
Yeah,
move it forward, we shouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? But
Exactly. But
back on topic though, I will say this though because again, I'm more so speaking from the outside looking in because I'll be honest on both sides. My thing is like we talk about, Black Americans, this and that and division. But again, we have to also understand. I understand that there's corruption. The government is, there's issues in these African countries. But the reality, and again, we have to be honest about it. There's a lot of millionaires in these African countries. For instance, like again, I'm Nigerian American, and there's a place called Banana Island, Victoria Island, where they're millionaires over. And about maybe a couple hours another place, there's people that are homeless and they don't have any like clean running water. So if we really want to move things forward, and again, I understand, white supremacy is a big issue. I think the bigger goal is to not only forget about what's going on in, you know, America, but also just focus on really trying to push forward and get rid of you know, um, the black people or the African people that are also, you know, undermining the African people in the country. Because again, I get it.
but
I
I
understand,
feel
two
like
sides.
Why do Black
mhm.
Americans give a fuck so bad? This is me being a Black American. My family, grandparents, and stuff descends from slavery, went to sharecropping from the South. So it's like, why are we beating up Africans? Like, I don't understand.
I'm not beating up
That's
Like,
what I'm
what do we
Africans.
gain?
I'm
saying.
not beating up
Why
who's
did we
Africans.
beating up Africa?
become
Like,
I'm not
no, but
me
no,
personally. I'm
not you,
speaking.
my friend. I want to
Okay,
ask
Who's
Tariq
beating up
Nasheed because
Africans?
no, but
Who's
Tariq, I
beating
want
up
to
Africans?
ask
what do you
you a
mean?
question.
What
Why did we
space?
become
There's
why
been
did we
spaces for two
become the
days.
topic? Yeah,
well,
why did
well, see,
Africans
again,
us
I'll
Wait,
speak
okay,
for Tariq
you're
Nasheed
gonna
real
have to
quick
mute
because
everybody. Okay,
from
too
what I
many people
understand,
out
wait,
of
from
let
line.
what,
Tariq answer? Let
no,
Tariq
Okay,
answer?
okay,
we're
I'll
gonna
let me
have
Yeah,
two
let's
people.
let Tariq answer.
yeah, let
Okay,
me answer.
thank you. Now you asked why did Africans become the topic? Because you made
Yeah.
yourself the topic. You
How?
made yourself.
How?
And
We
let me interject real quick. Again,
okay.
let's just be honest,
Y'all
right?
got
Let's just be
got it.
honest. He stated, how does, you know,
No, let him speak for himself.
immigration,
Let him talk for himself.
Let him
I'm
speak
right
for
here.
himself.
Yeah,
He's right
just
here.
let him speak for
Yeah.
himself, guys.
Yeah.
We had a topic yesterday talking about how does immigration affect foundational Black Americans. We were talking about all immigration and Africans, particularly Nigerians, basically had a hit dog holler moment and they made it all about them. They turned that into an attack on them. We've never mentioned any Africans or anybody. We were talking about immigration as a whole. Then they flipped that into you guys are just mad because we're getting your jobs. I mean, it became silly. You have nothing for us to hate on. We don't have anything to hate on you for. We're dealing with systematic white supremacy. The last thing we're doing is sitting around thinking about what people are doing over in Africa or the Caribbean. We try to help you, if anything. So, this whole thing about centering the conversation about you, a lot of that has to do with ego. We're talking about a political structure dealing with white supremacists and what we're going to do in the next political cycle. You all centered yourself around the conversation, and they jumped into our chat rooms talking about how come we're not supporting them, how come we're not going to support immigration. We're xenophobic by talking about being foundational Black Americans, because that's a term that's specific to us. And the fact that we're acknowledging our specific group, our ethnic group, that excludes a lot of other people. So automatically they think that's xenophobic because they can't get nothing out of that. So that's where this whole thing where other African groups are talking about we're beating them up, which we're not. You have nothing to beat up on, sir.
Oh, well, I would have taken everything you said seriously if I didn't see the xenophobic things you were saying in those spaces. The way you were putting down Africans for our culture, for our tribes, and
And
even
I will
more.
be fair, and I will say
How? How
that
so?
the
How
original
so?
space did just mention immigrants. It didn't single out
Yeah.
any
So let's.
Mm-hmm.
particular
That is true. It got
color.
derailed. It
It
got
did say,
derailed,
how
yeah.
does immigration in general benefit
Mm-hmm.
African
And I
Americans?
didn't
So I
put
will
no
give you
Mm-hmm.
that, Tariq.
question. Yes, ma'am. I asked questions. I didn't put
But
down
then
anybody.
but then it
But
got
see,
derailed near the end to become a xenophobic space. You have to also
so
be
Ma'am,
honest in that part.
and you're going to have to,
let me.
ma'am,
When
you use the word
Let
hood
Tariq
booger to
respond, please.
describe foundational Black Americans. Don't play
I
with
Okay,
me.
and
never
and
said that.
let me interject real
Yeah,
quick because
and you
again,
said that early in
the
tonight.
bigger goal about this, I think, is again,
That's
we
another
have
thing. Y'all
to.
say something and then lie about it. You just said
We
it.
No, I'd never listen. Do you not
You
think that
just
we
said it.
suffer from the same racism that you're saying that you suffer from? Do you not think that us
I
Africans
You
that
think
made
the
a
look the
bigger.
same way as you, young fly, can you please
you
stop?
made a direct.
Do you not think that we suffer the same thing as you? Like, what is the only difference? My last name? You think that the white cop is looking at my last name, that the employer is looking at my
Y'all
last name
use the
and
same
decides to give
thing.
it to me,
The
but not
problem
you?
is the problem is you don't look at white supremacy the same as us. Meaning you don't fight it the way we do. That's the difference.
We do fight it. We fight it
No,
with
you
our
don't.
pride, our honor, everything in us. We do. We just
No,
don't
that's
internalize it.
called fleeing. That's why you flee
That's
here.
not fleeing. We just don't internalize it. We fight
Do you
Because
it.
you
mind if I
flee from
interject
it.
real quick?
You
Do you mind
flee
if I interject?
because
Okay,
Somalia is dominated by white supremacy. Let's be very clear. There's a reason why you have to flee. We understand that it's white supremacy. You have to come over here and get around the people who are fighting white supremacy, and that's us, ma'am.
No, in Somalia we have issues between ourselves. There is no white supremacy. I can't make this shit up. We're killing
Oh,
ourselves.
really?
So yeah,
Okay,
that's
why are
why I
you
keep
killing
trying to
yourself?
explain it.
Okay,
But Tariq,
so now,
but that's
ma'am,
why.
so
So I'll
ma'am,
explain to you why. I'll
ma'am,
explain to you why. Please let me explain.
so
The reason why,
let me
because
hear the.
Africans, okay, because Africans, we don't have white people like that. I can only speak for my country. We killed them, they left. So what happened is we started beefing each other because in Africa we have tribe systems. So between tribes we beef each other. When I tell you you are the furthest thing from our mind, I'm not lying. We don't think of you.
That's an, yes, you do because you're over here eating off of us.
No,
Can we
we
try?
came here because we liked
Well,
America. We liked capitalism.
and
We liked the
you
land
like
of dreams.
opportunity. You
Yeah,
like opportunities that
yeah.
foundational Black Americans provided for you.
Well, yeah, I never denied it, but what's happening is that you guys are making us pay, apparently, because we came in and decided to boss up. It is our fault that we are taking the
Boss up how,
opportunity. I mean, we tell our kids to hustle, to make it far in school, to do what they have to do, because we didn't come here for
ma'am,
nothing.
ma'am. You drive for Uber Eats.
I don't know what that means, but no.
That means you're working jobs, working for DoorDash and Uber Eats,
Well,
ma'am.
I mean, a lot
Stop
of
with the
people
bossing.
are.
Stop,
There's not.
stop with the bossing up talk. Y'all got this thing where you get a job at Postmates and you're talking about your bossing up,
You
ma'am. You're
sound
working
so
these jobs,
hateful right now. Like, this is
But
what
see,
I
ma'am,
we
mean.
try
ma'am,
to center the conversation where
ma'am.
it's
You're not
productive.
bossing up, and you're trying to flex. You're
There,
trying to stunt.
there was
You're
no
trying to
stunt. This
stunt,
is
ma'am.
exactly what I mean.
You're
You
talking
have
about
this
bossing up
this.
with your menial jobs, man. We don't trip
No,
on your little jobs.
calm
We applaud
calm
you.
down.
Don't talk about we're mad at you because you bossing up working at Postmates. Stop it, ma'am.
Calm down.
respectfully,
See, like,
Tariq, is
yeah,
there
come
any
on, Tariq.
sort of source for the type of jobs that Black immigrants are getting?
Stop. Stop.
Oh.
I
Like,
think
are
we
there
need a.
any sort of statistics
Tariq is
for
a
Ma'am,
it?
bully.
ma'am, I'm not a bully, but y'all
You
come over
are.
here.
No,
Y'all
because I.
failed over there, ma'am. You fail over there, and
No, we
you fight each other,
didn't.
and then you bring that same anti-black energy over here. Y'all fight each other
Anti-black.
like crazy.
So
Yes,
let's try to
anti-black.
find solutions, right? If Tariq is saying what he's saying, and again, I do agree with some points he makes, but can we try to find solutions? Just like how you talk about hitting colors towards the end of your movies, let's try to find solutions as opposed to us always going, well, not us, but I've seen you guys go back and forth. And I'm like, how is this
Mhm.
productive? We have to look at the bigger picture of white supremacy. Can we try to
Uh,
all come
Okay,
together as
this
people?
is the
You know what I
solution.
mean?
Let's talk solutions. We're
Thank you.
already foundational Black Americans. We're
hmm
fighting white supremacy here. Why don't y'all fight white supremacy back home so that we can
there
have a
is.
global community?
Well, let me explain to you, Tariq. I can't. Like I said, there is no cracker left behind in Somalia to get us screwed up. Not making this shit
Ma'am,
up. We're just beefing ourselves. I want us. If you want solutions, solutions would be personally to me. Let me put my truth hat on for real. For the black community to fix the black males they have in their community and to boss up themselves from inside. That's how I would
ma'am,
say.
I'm not I'm not taking advice from somebody who fled. You have to fix your own country
I
before you can tell
swear
me
I
to do.
came in cute as a button. There was nobody fleeing. There was no one.
Ma'am,
No one fled.
ma'am, 85% population in your homeland are in slums, ma'am.
Well, yeah, there's poverty everywhere, fam.
You
What's new
fled
about that?
you fled from that. You didn't fix that, ma'am. I'm not
No,
getting
no, no.
I get advice from you, ma'am.
It's
You've
so
been
cute. It's so cute. That's why I say to you, Tariq, you talk so
I'm
badly
not
about
even being
Africa.
about
You need to come here
that.
to see it. And I
Am I
swear there's
telling
no
the truth
white
or not?
people there. There's no white people there to
There
scare
are
you.
white people,
You can
ma'am.
make
There
it
are white
there.
people there. Yes, they are.
Unless you go
In
to
fact,
South Africa.
ma'am, in Somalia, white people are there trafficking your children there. What are you talking
Oh
about? There are no white
gosh, you
people.
can't lie like that now. There's
Let's
no
White
not
people
Somali
traffic children
kids.
over there.
Now
let's
listen,
not
there's
try
That's a
no.
to.
lie.
Let's not lie now. If you're gonna drag me about
Yes, they
something I
do.
did. You should have said Somali pirate. That would
They
have ate.
traffic children over there.
Mm
They
mm
traffic
mm
children in
mm
Somalia,
mm
ma'am.
mm.
All over.
mm.
Yes, they do. If you're
Oh
gonna sit here
no,
and
they
deny,
don't. I
yes, they do.
That's
swear.
okay. No,
Yes, they do.
let's be fair. Let's be fair. Again, I'm not on either side, but we can't distract. And again, we can't be in denial, right? There's some things that are truth and there's some things that are not. For instance, I've seen an article, but I'm not gonna say I'm in agreement with Tariq, but he is making a point. But besides the point, we need to find,
Is the point
understand that
that we're selling
Can
Somali children? I
Google
want to know
Human
no,
that.
that
trafficking in Somalia.
and
Just
and
Google
that's
it.
the
It's
point
all
I'm
over.
trying to make though.
Google it.
We shouldn't
Google
we
it right
shouldn't we
now.
shouldn't
Everybody
even be
listen.
mentioning that
Google human
because
trafficking in Somalia.
we shouldn't even mention that. We should be again. I'll say this though, because again, I've been in Nigeria before, and fortunately, I come from a background that at least my uncle he was well off. We were not doing the greatest over here, but I say this: it's the reality that a lot of these government officials in these countries, they will unfortunately not you know, look out for the people by and large. So there'll be very select few people that have the money, while there's other people that only have clean running water. So I think as people, we need to not only think about, our people where we're from, but we need to also challenge white supremacy, period. So it's whether,
Okay.
foundational Black Americans are fighting over here all the time in America to make sure they are allocated resources that they need as opposed to, them being given to, Hispanics,
I don't
Asian
know.
Americans,
Wait, hold up a
etc.
Hey,
second. Can
And
I
I'm
ask a
To be
sorry,
question?
but
How do
honest,
you fight white
To be
supremacy? Like, what
honest,
the fuck are we talking about
Mr.
here?
Young Fly, let
what do
me
you
just
mean?
say it right now. Where are you from? You said you're West African. You are
Okay,
the
my parents,
oddest. Okay, well,
no,
let
my,
me just say, you are
yeah,
the oddest African I've ever met to talk about combat white supremacy. I combat white supremacy every day. You want to know how? By being educated and doing me, simply. That's the African way. You are an
That's the
odd one
fleeing
at
way.
that.
Fleeing.
yo,
why is
excuse
it
me,
odd though?
Miss
I
Amalia.
think,
By fleeing.
I have a
Mm-hmm.
rebuttal to what you said.
Yes, Tyler, yes.
You said that white people are not trafficking your children, but
Yeah.
literally, like celebrities just walk over there and pick a child, and then
All
Yeah,
take them
I
day.
home.
know.
All day.
Tyler,
All day.
Tyler, let me
but
just
can we
say,
not? Can we
like
can we
Tyler,
remove
let me just
ourselves from
say,
that though?
Okay, Fly, can you stop talking? Tyler,
But
let me
isn't that
Yes,
just say
ma'am.
right
universally like
now.
everywhere that children get
Let me,
trafficked? Like that's in
yeah,
China,
thank
that's
you.
India. That's
Children
just a
get
universal
trafficked
thing.
everywhere.
No, it's not over here.
Tyler,
Foundational Black Americans, you don't traffic
you're
foundational Black
telling
Americans
me
over
Yeah,
here.
children,
no.
and that is
Financial
so.
Black
Stop,
Americans,
stop,
no.
stop speaking, please. As I was saying,
We got
Tariq, I don't like muting people. Just stop speaking, please. So Tariq, you talk about
Yeah,
sex
Ooh.
trafficking happening in Africa, or at least Somalia, so specifically.
all
Like,
over.
thank you, philosopher said it happens
Open,
all over, and also happens in the black
open.
community. It's not something you should be
No,
taking
we don't have
as
child sex trafficking in Black America. You
No.
can't go
But
get
that's
No.
but Tariq, see, that's a
now.
lie though. Come on now,
you
like
can't go get a
if
where in the hell can you get a black child with sex in Black America?
Nope.
Where the
but
hell can you
Tariq,
go to get a black child?
but
We
This is
don't
Tariq,
play
his
we
like
gotta
that.
keep it a
honesty.
buck though. We gotta keep
Where
it a
can
buck.
you
That's
go get a
like
black child in Black America for
You
sex?
can't.
OnlyFans,
You can't, Tariq.
Instagram.
We don't play like that. You can do that over there. You can do that in all those countries over there.
We got
It
girls
sounds
come
16
more
on,
like
selling
Tariq,
pussy in
welcome
come
the
on.
America. What are we
adoption
talking about here?
industry.
Yeah, but Tariq, we gotta keep it a
So,
buck on both
No, we
sides,
keeping it a buck,
beloved.
dude.
yeah,
No, we
fix your
keeping
own
it a buck. Y'all,
country.
the white people go over there and get 5 and 6 year old kids, and y'all sit up and let them
Yes,
That's
all
that
over
is
those
true.
countries.
Ethiopians. That's
Nah.
That is
Ethiopians.
That's
true
Let's
all
across
over
be
the
there.
honest.
That's all over.
that
Lean,
is
That's
lean
on
is
true,
it's
but
on
it is
Doberman.
YouTube.
there
That's all
also
over
is
there.
some cases in
Listen,
America too.
No,
But
we don't
why
have an
we
open pedophile culture in Black America.
yes,
We're
that
the
is
only.
true. That is
We don't.
true.
Do not.
That is true.
well,
You do
that
not.
You
You
is
do
a
cannot
not.
come
lie.
among us with that shit. That
Listen,
where can you find a black
Uncle, what
child in Black
can I
America?
answer, Tariq? Can I answer
Yes,
you?
ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What about
Yes.
what about Iyanla Fix My Life? Uncle touching me. Where did that come from? Huh? That
That
came out
ain't
of
no
thin air?
open child sex trafficking.
Huh?
That's a kid getting molested
Come on,
in
What's the
private. That's not
difference? It's
child
still the
sex
same
trafficking.
result though.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'll say this. I'll say this before
You
I
got
go. I
sex
think
tourism with the children over there. You don't have that
the,
over here. I'm not talking about a kid getting molested by some uncle somewhere that we don't know about. Y'all know
I'll
about the stuff that happens over there and y'all let it go down.
But there's
We
I'll
don't
underage
say
have
this
that.
prostitutes
before
all
I
over the
go.
country
I'll
in
say
black
Yes, it
this
is.
before
communities.
I go.
Yes,
I
it is.
think black people we need to steer the topics towards stopping and ending white supremacy.
No, you
Period.
just
I
change
So
the
if
can't.
subject.
Okay,
Black
okay, wait, I got
people.
a question. How do we end white supremacy when we're the minority in the
They
country?
changing the
That don't make no
subject.
logic.
Boy, they changing that subject,
Or you
baby.
just
Right?
got to
How
sit there
can
and get
are
I?
you
real mad about
Mm-hmm.
racism, and then white supremacy goes away.
okay? So
See, when
for
we start talking
instance,
about how they living at home, boy, y'all want to change that subject, don't
Yeah,
you?
y'all want to talk about
have you
something
heard of
else.
a gentleman named Claude Anderson, sir?
Yeah, I know
You
Claudia.
have to. Now, I'm not speaking about you. I'm talking about the people that says, "How do you stop white supremacy?" It's an everyday thing. You know what I mean? You just can't just
She
go
said
about it and
she said there is no white supremacy over there. It's just them killing each other. She said
No,
ain't no
give me
white.
an
Yeah.
actionable steps. How do you dismantle
Well,
white
I've been all
supremacy
over
when we're the
Africa.
minority in the
White people
country?
over. Well,
But
I've
that's
been
the
all over Africa.
thing.
Listen,
I
I've been
said
all
it
over
from the
Africa.
beginning.
White people all over there. White people over there living good. They ain't starving and they're drinking good water.
What are
Why
you
is that?
talking about? I think
You
just
said ain't no
Mm-hmm.
because
white
you
Speak
went
people
on
to,
it.
in Africa, man.
well,
They're
let me,
white people over in Africa living good. Why are white people living so
mm-hmm.
good in Africa? I've
Well,
seen
you
Because
them.
know,
why?
well, let me explain to you. You have to ask this specific question to the only ones that house white people in Africa, South Africans, and they don't treat them that well. From the last thing I heard, they're living quite poorly. So I don't
That's a
know who are the, wait, please,
that's a lie.
bestie. I don't know
That's
who
a
are
lie.
the crackers you've seen in Africa outside of
I
South
don't use words
Africa.
like that. Ma'am, white folks over there living good in South Africa. That's a lie that they're over there in poverty. They're
Well, where's
living
the
fine.
pictures?
You go
Show
to
me
my
the white
YouTube channel.
person that lives
You
well in
can
Somalia.
you can
Show it
go
to
to
me.
my page, ma'am. You can go. Now you're talking about Somalia. We're just talking about South Africa. You're playing little word
Yeah, I
games,
said South Africans are the only ones that
and
house
then you
white
switched up to
people.
Somalia.
But then you said
No,
in
there's white
Africa,
people in
white people.
Zimbabwe.
No, listen,
There,
Bessie, you don't know what switching up means. You said white people in Africa
there's
live
white. Okay,
well. Africa's a
you said,
continent.
ma'am,
You're
you
losing,
said, ma'am, you
Somali
said there were no
lady. You're
white people
losing.
in Africa living, doing anything. There's plenty of white people in Africa living well. There are plenty of white people in Africa living well, and there's plenty of white people going
Like
in
how
there,
many?
including
So is there
Somalia.
like a could you ballpark the number?
It's very small, actually. It's a
Is it
very
like
small
more
group.
than a million, less than
It's
a million?
small. It's small. It's probably less than that. But the thing is, they're living good. That's the point. They're not in
Did they get
poverty. Why?
these don't happen to be the same white people who got like expropriated of their land like a year
Are
ago, would it?
they're living good. They're not starving.
Oh,
Why
so
is that?
that's good. Okay.
They're living good.
Okay,
They're not
well,
starving.
do you not think that the
They're
white
living
people?
good.
Well,
They're living
listen.
good.
Do you know who's
Yeah,
living better? The white people over here. Do you know why? Because you're busy fighting us poor Africans that are just bossing up instead of fighting them. That's what I'm saying. You've lost the plot,
Ma'am,
bestie. You lost the
bossing up,
sauce completely.
ma'am. You're deflecting because you couldn't fix at
Oh shit,
home.
that's Tariq Nasheed. Oh
What's
shit.
up, OG?
What the fuck, Cinema? How you get him in here?
Mhm.
What's so funny
I'm
about that?
just observing. I'm
The
not
head
part of this
bully came
community.
in charge and decided to.
Lord. Now you getting bullied because we're talking about the history of your homeland?
Oh,
That's
but
bullying?
listen, there is no history of my homeland. I buried the crackers. I don't know about you, but I fought back.
No,
And
you didn't,
anyways,
ma'am. You ran,
it's
ma'am. Stop
We
it.
saw
You
no,
ran
Black
I
Hawk
didn't
Down.
run. I
and
told you. I told you how I came in. I was wearing a pink dress. It was fun, We got told we were just moving
and
here,
you
and
were
it was
running in that
nothing.
pink dress. You were running
No,
in
I
that pink
was
dress.
Mm-hmm.
You were running. You probably had on some
no
flip flops
running.
and running in those too.
Nah,
You
yeah,
were
I had
running, ma'am,
Hello Kitty
and you're welcome.
shoes,
Now
and
you're
I was
giving too
having
much credit to
fun.
flip flops.
No, but
Yes,
Bare
honestly,
indeed.
feet.
So,
listen,
I don't want no advice from anybody who ran. So,
I did not run. Where did you get this live from? Did you see Somalis running
no,
somewhere? What is it? What what,
stop
what did we
it.
do?
I would talk in circles if I had to save face too,
What do you mean save face? There's nothing to save. I'm trying to save you face for you to
because of
realize that we're not your enemies.
the innate embarrassment from having to flee your
Embarrassment
home,
of what? There's nothing embarrassment.
the
I have
deep
a
rooted
villa.
embarrassment.
Actually, specifically, I have three of them over there. I get to go
No,
back, have fun.
everybody is
It's
the
so
prince of
fun.
Zamunda. Everybody is the prince of
Yeah, everybody does
Zamunda.
that. That's the
I
thing.
know.
That's what us Africans we
I know
do.
you're
We come
Prince
here, we
Hakeem.
steal
I know you're Prince
opportunities,
Hakeem. I
and
got
guess
it.
the money we get from African Americans, we
Stop
go and build
it.
homes back home.
Yes.
That's what we do.
Our
We're
Uber,
savages, absolute
you're taking,
devils.
I saw them
yeah,
homes
Yeah,
back
it's true.
home,
Ever since I met
Uber,
and
Woozy, she done stole
they kind of
$37
shaped
from
it.
me.
okay, yes, the Uber Eat drives
Right, she got me for the small fry
Yeah,
too.
can you believe it? The Uber Eats driver is having villas back home. I know it makes you sick,
yes.
famo.
But
That's why I
wait,
said
what's wrong
come
with
to
driving Uber
Africa.
Eats and hustling?
Okay. Because she's saying she's bossing up, and bossing up by driving DoorDash is like, okay.
I mean, our kids are out here being doctors, engineers. Mashallah, it's a boss up. And like, if it wasn't a boss up, how could
Mm.
we be the target of your mind? How could we be stealing anything if we weren't making it? To have enemies of your stature, I know I made it far. I know I made it far. You said white supremacy, me being a
Ma'am, I
problem.
have no idea who you are. You are a faceless troll on Twitter. I have no idea
Yeah,
who
an
you are, ma'am.
African
Mm-hmm.
faceless
You're
troll.
just as
An African
insignificant as you
faceless
were,
troll. You have to be specific on
but
this
you're
troll's
not home.
ethnicity, yeah? I'm from
But you're not
Africa.
at home. Who's in
Yeah, I'm not at home. You
foundational
know when
Black
I'm gonna
American
be at
language?
home,
You're
and
here.
I should follow you for this
Never.
because I'll
You're
send you a
never.
DM of me on the
No,
camel.
you're not.
You should see me.
You're
It's
not
so
going.
fun.
Trolling is a way to deflect from shame.
Hey Tyreek, when you gonna talk to
There is
Tommy
no shame.
Sotomayor, man? My niggas been calling you out on the YouTube channel.
Oh, so
I'm just saying, man. It sounded like you were like stealing some of the material he put you on, and you backstabbed that nigga.
that's hoe talk, boy. Come on, man. Be a man. You're talking like a gossiping girl.
Ooh.
So we're
I'm
talking about
just
people fleeing from
okay. Well, let
Damn.
me ask. Let
we're
me
talking
ask though.
fleeing from
How
the
can we just admit
Okay,
that most
my
Let's
niggas
question
answer
just
that.
for
ain't shit
Tariq
though?
is what is your entire, I guess, set of opinions when it comes to non-American Black people? Like,
I
what has started this beef for you? Like, what is your gripe with
You're
them?
not on my
Let
mind.
him talk, y'all.
Why
Let
would you
him
be
talk.
on my what in the world would you be on my mind for?
I am
She's
not
American.
a Black.
Cinema's American as fuck.
She's
non-American. I am
American.
definitely an American.
It's me that is asking you this question. I think of the
What
Nigerians too. The poor Nigerians you
what
guys
in the
were harassing.
world would you be on
I
why would you be
simply just am not familiar with your philosophy or your set of opinions, and I just want to hear it straight from
you
the
must
source
be
rather than
some
through the
Yeah,
if
filter
you're
of
she's been
not
social
under a
familiar
rock.
media.
why
I'll be honest, this
project
is just a bunch of coon babble. Once again,
Mm-hmm.
How can I be a coon if I'm not Black?
not
Sir,
you, I'm
I'm
talking about the
speaking.
Somali.
Okay. Sir, your name is Daddy. I'm here to speak to Tariq. See, he has a name that's worth
That's absolutely
speaking
correct.
to.
Keep going.
So I don't know who
Yes,
brought you
let's
here.
let
You're
Tariq
immediately
talk. I mean,
removed.
he is the one
Oh,
I
I
that
don't
brought him
brought
up
want
us
here.
I don't
here.
want men of that stature to come up on stage. Daddy
Why kick AJ
something,
off?
you're a
So
Why
failure.
KJ?
He is.
you're afraid of the foundational Black Americans. Okay.
Anybody can get removed at any moment.
Well,
Just letting
Tariq
that
is the
part know.
main one, from what I know of this whole foundational Black American term, like the entire like group. So I rather him talk rather than any one of his, fans or whatever.
okay.
He seems to be the source of it.
Yeah,
He
I want
seems
to
to be
hear
the
head
leader of it.
honcho
So I want
speak.
him to talk on it and
Hmm.
let him talk, y'all. Let him talk.
And now what's your name, ma'am? What's your name?
You can call me Taylor.
Taylor. Okay, you're a Caucasian woman, right?
Yes, I consider myself a foundational white American.
Okay, there you go. Foundation to where though? That's very interesting.
To American, just like there are foundational black Americans.
But no, we didn't immigrate anywhere. As a white person, you had
Neither
to
did white
immigrate.
people.
You had to immigrate from somewhere.
Well, I mean, in the same vein, would you say that about black people, since that
No,
genetically they're closely related to Africans?
no,
I
everybody's
like I
African.
said,
No, no,
I
everybody's
would
African from
consider
that.
myself a foundational white American because my white
From where?
ancestors did build this country. They were the ones that set up the structure, the administration, everything. I mean,
Oh,
they are the founders of the American philosophy. So I would consider my white ancestors the foundation of American culture and American, really anything.
but when they
Even
tried to,
when it
but
comes to
but
managing the labor of other groups, they were
right,
the ones who were doing the management.
right. But when they tried to do it by themselves, they failed repeatedly.
Well,
Why did
yeah,
they
well,
fail?
that's in the nature of other groups as well.
Okay. So yeah, it's hard to say that they're foundational. Well, yeah, they dominate everything. I'll give you that. They do dominate
Yeah.
and control. They do that, and that's global. They control the entire planet. So I will give you that. That's
Mm.
what white supremacy is. Wait. Somebody said, is there doubt that they control the entire planet?
Yeah, at least
Well,
not where I'm from. But I was about to say these are the
you
white
think they
people
don't
that
control
signed.
Oh
No,
that?
no,
my
no.
God!
Tariq,
Please
Tariq,
You
shut
don't
Tariq,
think they
Tariq,
up.
control
Tariq,
Somalia,
Tariq. Calm
ma'am?
down, calm down. I was about to say those are the white people,
I'm not calmed down.
cinema's people.
I just want to hear Tariq's philosophy.
Yeah.
That is my question because this is the first time I'm hearing about this sort of philosophy straight from one of the main, if not the main person who
Right,
led the whole philosophy.
right,
So I would rather just hear it from him.
right. Now, the young lady, the foundational white girl, your parents immigrated from where? They had to immigrate somewhere in
They
Europe.
were
Where?
born in America.
Your parents immigrated from where to America?
No, they were born here. They didn't immigrate, and neither
Um,
did their parents.
White people
My
are not
ancestry
indigenous
can be
to
traced all the way
America.
back to the 17th century.
White people are not indigenous to America at all, ma'am.
They have been. I mean, it's archaeologically proven as well. I mean, we go
That
all the way back to Leif Erikson, and I do have
white
Scandinavian blood at that.
and Leif Erikson went up there to Canada and went back. He didn't have offspring, so there was no white
Well, there
offspring.
were other people with him as well.
But they didn't stay up there
Like
in Canada.
I'm not sure if there's like any mainstream historical record of it, but like I said, my concern isn't with
Leif
the
Leif
foundational white
Erikson went back.
Americans because
Leif
I know
Erikson
what
went up to
I know.
Canada
I
and
know
went back.
my history.
But
You
I'm
know,
asking you where you
I'm
immigrated from. This
confused
is a
about
ma'am. Why are you
the
getting defensive over a
disagreements
simple question?
among the black community.
Why are you getting defensive over a very simple question, ma'am?
Uh,
I'm not defensive at all.
I
I'm
asked you
very
where your
sure of
family
myself.
immigrated
That's all.
from, and now you kind of started trolling. Um, are you ashamed of the place you came from in Europe?
No, not at all. I'm not ashamed of anything. I know my ancestors very well.
Did they
Okay,
immigrate before or after the Black Plague?
Before.
the Black Plague.
Before.
because
Okay.
yeah, your
I
family
mean,
was up.
technically, nobody immigrated. We're all from
Family, yeah, your
Pangea.
family was up there in Europe dying off. So I just want to
That's
know
facts.
when they,
Oh
because they had
gosh.
to flee. They were up there dying off in Europe.
Yeah,
So,
y'all
and,
lost
No,
and
no,
by
three
the
they
way, they
didn't
were,
soldiers.
flee at all.
and they were dying off in the North American continent until Black Americans.
Yes,
My
sir.
goodness.
And they
Not
fled.
necessarily. I would say it was the other way around, considering that
No,
it was the, frankly, I hate to disparage my ancestors like this, but frankly, it was European diseases that killed off the native population.
no,
Um,
they didn't kill all of them off because we're still here. Black people were
Facts.
indigenous to this land, so we're still
yeah,
here. They
but it
didn't
was
kill
the
all
I'm
main
off.
force
I'm
Can
behind
I
as
ask a
to
I'm
why the
question though to
colonization
I'm
was
Tariq?
able to
still
happen.
Let
here.
me,
Yes,
Tyler,
Here.
please
because
be
we're gonna get
quiet.
back on her history. We're gonna get back on her history in 1 second. But go ahead, Somalian lady. Go ahead.
Oh, Somali. But
Hey, you know
yeah, I was
what?
about
Listen,
to ask you.
forget all this coon.
No,
Tariq,
I don't know
what is
who's
Hold
down
foundational
on.
here.
black
Let her
Americans?
Listen,
talk.
Just go ahead and
No,
stop.
talk
your
about
We're
it.
brother,
not
don't
even
talk so.
Let's
speaking.
let the
No,
co-host let Tariq
mute
There's a
talk.
him, mute
lot of
him,
people
mute
that are
him.
about to be removed if you bring that person up again. I'm not even kidding. So as I was saying to Tariq, I wanted to ask the question. Well, hell, now I forgot the question because you brought that degenerate up there. You could just continue what you had to say, Taylor.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to know Tariq's philosophy about, FBA versus other people in the black community. Like, basically, what is the mindset that seemed to start all of this drama in
Okay, let's be
2022?
very clear. Black people in the diaspora, those are my brothers and sisters. I don't have a problem with them. I help black people all around the world. I did a movie about Haiti's history. I've given all types of money to my brothers and sisters in Haiti. I've given all types of money to brothers and sisters in South Africa and Zimbabwe. I'm a foundational Black American, and we've helped our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. What we're saying now is that immigration, including all of these groups, it's not something that's working for foundational Black Americans at this juncture. So we're going to focus on a reparations claim specifically for foundational Black Americans. That ain't hating nobody. That's not hating somebody's glow up. That's not trying to disparage anybody. We're just focusing on our specific ethnic group right now. And then that turned into a whole, we're really xenophobic and we're divisive. It turns into it
Well,
turns into
that's
a
semi
brawling.
reasonable. So I like the term that terminology, Tariq. I guess
Yeah, I mean that sounds very reasonable to me. I mean, every ethnic group fends for itself. You know,
Right. Right. And
so
that's
I
all we were
Yeah,
talking
personally
about.
don't
if
see the problem
that's
with
what I
that.
thought it was about. That's what I'm saying. If you're to do that, go do that. You just keep our little name out your mouths, and you didn't help us. I don't know where the delusion came from of African Americans helping Africans, Kiki. But yeah, just
Really?
leave
Wait,
us
if it
So
alone.
wasn't
we
for
didn't
us,
help
y'all
you.
wouldn't
So
be over
wait, wait,
here.
well. See, right there, we did help you.
How?
The fact that you're over here is because of foundational Black Americans.
Yeah,
The
okay,
fact that you can
so because white
ain't no
people finally
so
decided that black people are humans because of you guys is what you're saying is why
because we fought
I'm
that. We
doing better.
fought them for that. They didn't wake up and decide it. We fought for that. We physically fought those white
Good for
supremacists to
you.
make that.
Thank you.
It ain't just
No,
What
good.
but
war
you
was
just
this?
said
Good
that we
because
didn't do
you're here.
anything for you,
It's good for
and
you
we
Yeah,
can
because you're
good
prove
for
that
here.
we
you.
did.
It's
Good for
good for
you.
you because you're here because of that. So that's what we mean. It's
I
good for
think they
you
were gonna
too.
let me in either way
No, they were not.
personally.
No, they were
Wait,
not.
one
Look at
second.
how
What
I would have
war
been
cute.
did we
They were
fight
advocating.
not.
to win
I would have been
against white
advocating
supremacy?
behind your
They were
ass.
not. In fact, they were over there about to drop bombs on the people over there in East Africa. It was foundational Black Americans trying to go to Ethiopia to help fight for the Ethiopians. It was
No,
foundational Black Americans in the 1930s lining up, trying to go to fight for Ethiopians
Hmm.
during the Ethiopian Italian War.
Don't
We
make me
lined
put the
up
picture
to
in the
volunteer.
jumbotron.
So,
um,
man, we've always tried to ride for brothers and sisters over there. And for you to have this disrespectful,
you
cavalier attitude,
personally should have rode
stop
harder for
it.
yourselves.
Stop
If
it.
this is the crybaby things you guys do at the
Stop
end in
it.
2022, you
Ma'am,
should have
please.
put all that
You
concentration
fled. You
on your
fled,
own
though.
people. Personally, let
You're
me
the one who
finish
fled,
now.
ma'am.
Don't
You the
be,
one who
don't be.
fled.
There is no fleeing. I come from
Yes,
land
it
of
is.
warriors where people fought and buried the whites and
Who
came here and had
fled?
fun with them too.
Who
You guys
fled?
have to get
You,
used to. You
you
guys got
fled.
to get like us, a bit. Have the
You
same
fled.
pride for
What?
yourselves
Flee?
as Africans
Fleeing?
have. Africans have a sense of pride you guys can never amount to. You have to get it because you should amount to it with the
While
way you
you're
have a
you're
beautiful
while you're
history.
tweeting here.
But
While
there's
you're
people
tweeting here.
like you, Tariq, that are
While
out
you're
here
tweeting
always
here.
doing the crybaby things and trying to blame the white boogeyman for why you guys are failures. Do I
And
believe
that
African
that's why
American people are
I
failures?
didn't
No.
flee.
It's just small
No,
percentage
because
like
we
you
didn't flee.
that act like
You're the
failures
one
and
who fled.
cry about us. If the
You're
original
projecting.
idea that you just said right now to the
You're
world, right
projecting,
now in
man.
this room, was what you were
Yeah,
doing,
man.
I
Look
would
how
have
man.
a-okay been okay with it. Because,
Look
like
how man.
Cinema said and more said,
You're
that's
trolling.
how everybody in other communities function. You got to worry about yourself before you worry about others. But
You're
your
trolling.
problem is making it seem like we are your issues and you helped us. In no
Stop
way,
it.
shape, or form have you. You have to let go of that and you have to just
Um,
concentrate truly on yourself and truly your real problems because
projection.
everybody knows it. But you guys are trying to
Project,
do everything else but talk about it. Immigration
project,
isn't your issue. It's inside the
Please.
community. The
The
call is
Somali
project,
coming from
immigrants are
inside the
fucking up
house.
Minnesota right now.
projection,
Please.
projection, projection.
And also being inside the house too.
You projecting.
How did we
That's
get
you
voted in?
projecting, man.
And we just
That's
came
you
in.
with
Isn't that
us.
crazy?
That's projection. You couldn't fix your homeland, ma'am.
And so we
Yeah.
came here to become your bosses and become your
No,
leaders.
we
Isn't
gotta
that
get
So,
funny?
Ilhan out of there. We gotta get Ilhan Omar out of there. Get her the fuck
You'll
out.
never get her out.
ma'am, you couldn't be your own boss back home, ma'am.
Yeah, we saw the pirate movie. All right, so it's
Yeah,
Yeah,
irrelevant.
I'm the captain now. Do you see that? We
yeah.
came in America. We're
And
already the
struggling,
captains over here. Ain't that some shit from being a pirate
trolling,
to being the main subjects?
trolling and
Africans.
acting silly is proving our point. You're
I know,
trolling
I'm
and
so
acting silly
silly.
because
I'm
you
sorry,
to
bestie.
hide from fail,
I'm
to
sorry. I'm
hide from fail,
sorry. From to hide
while
from
there are people
what?
in slop. from failure, ma'am. Failure. You have a
Failure.
whole place that you left a trail of failure, ma'am.
What? I left a
A
trail
trail of
of
failure.
essence,
Copyright that.
good smells,
A trail of
probably a couple of camels, probably a couple of gold, because, we're East African. We love to stunt.
trying to
So,
troll
yeah.
through the pain. Trolling is so sad.
Troll
Trying to
through the
troll.
pain. No, you know what's happening? I'm about
That's
to order
trolling.
myself some Uber Eats, and I'm going to tell the nice uncle thank you
No,
for delivering me my Uber
Your
Eats.
cousin gonna drop it off.
you're about to make a delivery. She has to make a delivery. She's about to
Your
go
So
off.
when he
cousin.
makes the
She has to go
delivery,
deliver some Chipotle. She's
Yeah,
about.
that's her
She,
I'm
code.
going to thank
she
him
her
for it,
phone just dinged.
Listen, I'm gonna thank him for it. And you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna thank me too, cause you know why he's doing the Uber? Cause his daughter is trying to be a doctor. His son is trying to be a fucking lawyer, and they're gonna make it just to
Spare
shit
me.
all y'all at the end. It's so
Please,
funny.
well, you need to stop shitting on your homeland,
We got toiletries, okay? Don't lie now.
man. Stop.
You
People
and
out there
Africa, listen,
defecating.
that would have hit if you were talking to Indians now. I ain't no
Stop it,
Indian. We keep it
ma'am.
cute now. Stop taking slander that's not
So,
true.
ma'am, take some of that energy and fix your home. You got people over there
No, I
starving.
think I
Fix
think I think
starving
Tariq,
home.
I'm telling you, I don't know what Africa you visited. That must have been the Africa
Oh,
white people show
stop,
y'all to keep y'all
stop
there.
the word.
But you better come to
Nah,
the real
nah.
Africa. Yeah?
No.
You
I
Stop
better
was
the
over
come and
there.
have fun with the
You know I was over
lions.
there.
I know you were over
stop the
there. You
Wakanda.
know what? Just because of that, Tyler, I'm gonna call them Kenyans against you so they slash your ass every time they see you over there. Okay, I'm gonna
Nah,
snitch
they
your
got
ass
love for
out.
me. They
No,
got
I'm
love
gonna
for
Okay.
me.
make sure they don't.
Okay. Okay. So now this is the troll hour. So thank you very
Right.
much, guys. It was very great to have a
Aw.
conversation with you.
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
All right, y'all be good. And sweetie, go back and fix your home. Y'all shouldn't be living in
What now?
slums like and
What?
people, the kids getting trafficked, and you over
No
here
one
eating
getting
up all my
You
trafficked.
stuff.
know
This
what you
ain't
need to do,
Harlem.
Tariq. You need to
Niggas
take the
selling
thong
boats.
out your
No one
pussy,
is
player.
doing
Yeah.
that. Oh.
All right.
Yo, wow.
Oh,
Damn.
Yo,
Man,
like dang,
One
how
yo.
did
night
this even go
I
down,
thought
Damn.
he was
y'all?
thinking on his
I go
phone.
to the gym and come back and this is
Did you
happening.
really have to say that?
Yo. But anyways,
Jesus. I
bye
really
That
wanted to
was
pick his
everybody.
I
brain,
thought he
but
was.
now you
that's
just had to
That
ruin
was
it.
funny as shit
He said,
though.
take the thong out you.
Fuck.
I thought he would like it. It's his line. I thought it was like his thing. It's like his
Y'all are
catchphrase.
fucking
I know you're a
stupid.
big fan.
Oy, that was hilarious. Fuck. This guy's such a
Oh,
cunt
now
when
I'm
he
gonna
Yo,
get.
really
You
why
want to
believes
talk?
why you kept
it.
removing KJ?
I kept
We
removing
don't
who's
want no
KJ? That
fucking
that
Mexicans
fucking
on the
loser?
fucking speaker,
Yo,
You're
I
bitch.
a
don't want
We
that
on the
friend.
loser
Yeah,
to
I'm
phone.
take over
I'm
Fucking
not
You're
there.
a
sure if
mayate.
he's
foundational
a
black
Yo,
American.
yo,
foundational
yo,
Black
yo, yo. I never
How
want to
American.
see
cinema? I
that
blame
KJ
you.
Mexican
You should
there,
have changed his
yeah?
What do
name
you
a
mean?
long time ago. It should have been just
I'm
people
sorry.
out here
I was just
calling
a
you white
humble
for
white
real.
woman trying to figure out what was happening in
Oh
her
my
They
country.
changed
god!
the
Cinema,
I
I was
was
Don't.
confused as
concerned.
hell because at first I was thinking, is she serious? Did I think she was black this whole fucking time?
Nah, that shit was funny.
cinema. You
Why
are a
did no one bring up the
phenomenal
Then I'm
East
white
Coast
listening to
thing?
him
man.
looking
I
up
didn't
her
want to be the
voice. Like,
one
hold
doing
on, can I
that.
hear the white?
What do you mean?
What do you
Like
mean?
me, my
She was
white
talking
voice?
good. He said the
Yeah,
white girl.
I am a
That
foundational
nigga
white
said Leif
American.
Erikson.
I'm just very concerned for my fellow
Dumbass girl.
foundational Americans getting into all this turmoil.
Leaf
I feel like he
Yo,
only know who
Erikson.
Leif Erikson is
that
because he
shit
watched the
was
episode of
top
SpongeBob.
I
tier.
descend directly from Leif Erikson. It's true.
Nigga, I know that.
Look,
I
Jesus
just
really feel like
because you
Christ!
Tariq
don't
only know
see
who
it
Leif
in the
Erikson is because
history
he watched
books
that
does not
episode of
mean it's
SpongeBob
not
like
true.
everybody else.
Hinga dinga
You
Wait,
durga.
Tyler,
damn
Tyler,
right.
can I ask you a question real quick? What
Yeah.
when did niggas fight a war against white people? Like I'm confused on this part. Because technically if you're fighting
Every day, brother.
but
Every day.
Nah, he's probably referencing the civil rights movement. To be honest
Yeah.
that's
with you.
not fighting. That's just
I fight
we just ask white people to give us
No,
shit.
I mean you could argue there was some fighting. You could
No,
argue.
a fight
No,
is when
wait.
there's
that
a
was
war.
very
There's
much.
people dying on both sides.
No, no. I
No,
mean
no,
I'm
no,
not.
no.
Y'all not
Yo,
talking
and
about.
Tyler, you're
I'm
such a
I'm
dick
sorry.
rider for that. Let me call
Y'all
you.
are not gonna
Tyler is
disrespect.
so
Y'all are not gonna
slick.
disrespect.
Ooh,
Do we
ooh,
need a
the way
history lesson
Tyler was
here?
lying.
Do we need a history lesson? Like
Yeah, tell
we
me the
did the
history of
same
which
thing
African
in
Americans helped me.
1965. Okay, we did the same thing in 1965 that these Asians just did in 2020. Like we did the same thing.
What does that
So
mean?
that's how Africans got over here. We
Like
lobbied,
protesting
nigga.
and
We
shit.
were like really. We didn't have to fight. Like I don't know. It wasn't like no fist fight in the street. Like we literally lobbied. Like we literally passed legislation.
To let
That's what I'm
Africans
talking
come
about.
in?
The immigration bill, yes, that's a direct descendant of that. Yes, Africans are byproduct of that. Before
There is no such
1965,
thing.
that was not
See, you
over here
saying
like that.
semantics, byproduct, that doesn't mean you fought for it. Byproduct means nothing to me. Did you fight directly for it? Did you fight directly for me to
Wait,
come in here?
are you talking about me? Are you
No,
talking about me?
African Americans. Did you
Yes,
fight to
we
come
fought.
for me to come in
Yes,
here? Me African.
yes, because
Not
yes, and
you. I
Caribbean.
mean me
Yes,
Me
African.
African.
yes, no, yes, African and Caribbean. Yes,
You shouldn't have then. Look at you. You guys are crybabies. Look at what you guys birthed.
no, these niggas are babies, but we're not. The majority of us are not crying.
Hopefully. But that shit was hilarious. I'm gonna
So
go
then
check
why
my
y'all
Yeah,
blaming
DMs.
the
that
rest
was
of us?
funny.
That's your
That's
fault. Fuck
asking.
y'all.
That's
That's
not
your
fighting.
fault.
Yeah, man. This has been
Anyway,
interesting.
This
The
was
rest of y'all
funny.
people
I
down there waiting
didn't.
for more beef. It's not gonna happen.
No,
We're
for
for the
real. I
troll
did
now.
not
I
expect
can't
Mm.
believe
Tariq
that shit
himself. He just
happened.
we were
It
we
was
were
a
talking about some
kiki.
regular dagular shit, and he just popped in. I was like,
That shit was
damn.
so
Yeah, no, I'm getting
random.
ready to leave the gym. I checked the Twitter and I see you tweeting the sheets in here. I'm like, yo, please let me in.
That was a kiki. Well,
A
I
whole
because
lot
we
of
were like
cologne
four
basketball.
people. Like we were four people in here, and I looked down. I'm like, is that Tariq Nasheed, or whatever his name is? And then
I was like,
come up with
wait, is
speaker.
that a
It's
fake
him.
account?
Ever since I've been in America, I've experienced that myself. So, I kind of sympathize. I sympathize with my black brothers in America who've been going through it for like centuries, and I understand why some of you are opposed to immigrants coming from like let's say the third world country, because when you are at the bottom of the bottom of the economic totem pole, like you don't want competition from people who are coming from similar backgrounds. So I understand why some African Americans were opposed to people coming from like let's say Africa and other third world countries, and then taking the jobs or the opportunity that should have been there for their people. So I understand that. What I do have a problem with is the language that is used against Africans, and you've made it clear that your mission statement isn't against African alone; it's against immigration in total. But we focus so much on the Africans that it's come to a point where people of African descent and people who are African now think that this attack is actually only against African immigrants, and 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 I think that would be like a form of discrimination. So I would like for you guys to be
This is
just a
not
little.
an attack.
No, I understand now. I understand now. I'm just saying like that. That's kind of like the miscommunication of that we were having, like like between African and some African Americans. So so I would just like to say, well, I identify with your struggle, and I have black. Most of my friends are black. I live in Philadelphia, so I've lived in the community where majority of the people I interact with are black or black Americans. So I understand what you're going through, and I sympathize with your struggle. And peace to you guys, and power to keep going. That's what I have to say.
All right, thank you for that. We're gonna go ahead and go to Sister Tina. I just want to make a point of we can't control how people take what we say. We can only control what we say and how we say it in the context in which we give it. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and go to Sister Tia. Then it's gonna be back to Brother Chris, and then we'll get some more people in here. Everybody.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
No, no, I'm done, family.
Nah, I just wanted to say, yeah, like just to make it clear again, yes, this is not an attack, but yes, we do have a problem with all forms of immigration, and yes, we do have a problem with our melanated, distant, cousins or whatever, because, like again, like I said in the space yesterday, our people died and fought and brought you over here for a reason, so we are obligated to know what the fuck is going on. Are you benefiting us? We are obligated to know this is our right because our people died and brought y'all ass over here. So yes, if you feel like a lot of the brunt is going to, yes, because it's supposed to, because you're supposed to be our reinforcement, supposed to be our brothers or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So yes, y'all need to understand that shit. But yeah.
Hello, guys. I just wanted to say this is Tia Marie. Um, First of all, I'm not quite sure why the folks that are identifying themselves as immigrants have a problem that we have a problem with immigration. Um, the U.S. Um, uh, political system has a problem with immigration. And if they are not satisfied with where immigration is, then they need to take up their argument with those who determine the parts and the parcels of immigration. We can have any opinion that we would like to have. That's why I'm not interested in really entertaining their opinion about our point of view, um, by all means, go work hard, go, create whatever you decide to go and create, but it does not negate the fact that you have assimilated and you are reaping benefits that are not affordable and available to native FBA. And so we have a problem with that, and we're allowed to have a problem with that, and we're allowed not to support the institution that continues to allow that to happen while not addressing the disparities that they have created in our communities. And if they can't see that, there's no convincing that it's going to make that different. What I would say to those who continue to try to make the same parallels and comparisons to an FBA experience and their immigrant experience is that the only thing that they can do and are doing is letting us know that they're aligning themselves with the white supremacy culture, and that's great. Then go on their pages and acknowledge your white supremacy culture. Go and tell those pages that you align with their whiteness and their immigration policies, and let them know that you have these feelings. Stay off of this page.
Hey, thanks for those kind words. Um, Go ahead, Imani. Amani.
Hi, my name is Amina. I'm just, I guess, a foundational Black American. I'm just Black. I was just curious as to the question: does immigration benefit Black Americans? I don't think immigration is meant to be beneficial to anybody. I didn't really think as a Black person when immigration had anything to do with us getting reparations, because that's mainly what I was listening to this for, and that's kind of all I caught. But I'm curious as to the correlation of immigration to how we get reparations, because to be honest, it ain't too much that an immigrant got that they can give me to help me be beneficial in getting reparations. I think it's a whole thing as far as the system wants us to believe that people are taking what they have to give. But if the government ain't willing to give it to us, immigrants can't help us with that. So I'm just curious as to the correlation of why we believe that immigrants, that if they treat us like shit, we honestly we still gonna rise above it regardless. So I'm like, however the fuck they think about Black people, however they decide to respect Black culture, we still gonna be Black and we still gonna be great. So I'm just curious as to what made you start it, or what made you ask the question to correlate immigration with just things that Black people are trying to accomplish in reparations.
Who want to answer that?
Let me answer that.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So, I can't see. Yeah. So pretty much, I mean, Sister Amina. So the thing is, it was mentioned in this space a whole lot of times, right? It's very disingenuous, and it's kind of much a slap in the face when people from the diaspora, from the from the Caribbean to the continent, come over here, and they're off code. You know what I mean? And what happens is this is a repetitive thing, right? Where we see people that come over here, they get in political positions of power, who are not foundational Black Americans, and they shit on foundational Black Americans after they, galvanized us, was Black, you know what I mean, got our vote, and then kind of just dumped us by the wayside. So, I don't know if you know about Lieutenant Governor for Virginia, Winsome Sears. She's the lieutenant governor out there. She pretty much, she did the whole Black thing. You know what I mean? The sister girl thing, the same thing that Kamemi Harris did. She got her position in the seat. And then, she said she started talking greasy about foundational Black Americans and what she was not going to do. We need the whole pull yourself up by your bootstrap, getting rid of critical race theory. You know what I'm saying, and things like that. And these things happen like on a consistent basis. So that's people come over here and they undermine as soon as they get these positions of power. Once they come amongst us, and they say that they're for us and down for us, and then they just kind of shit on us. The same thing that happened with damn, what's the dude name? The Prime Minister of Ethiopia. Like he was live on TV
I want to say like 4 or 5 weeks ago, telling pretty much everybody that foundational Black Americans need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and be more like the Jewish community. So this is a consistent issue. It's not an isolated thing. This stuff happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Commandment Harris, Condoleezza Rice, I forget the guy's name in Virginia. I mean, Michigan. He, that does the same thing. So we just trying to put a block to the shit and stop it. So that this is why we're gatekeeping, pretty much all across the board.
Hey, I just want to add, I want to veg you back. So basically, what we're doing right now, FBA, Native Black Americans, we are distinguishing who we are as a people. You'll be surprised how many people that look like us, but they're not us, but they feel that they're entitled to our reparations. Yesterday, I was in a space, and this first gen African, she told me that she is a Black American and that she is entitled to reparations. That's what she told me. So, like Sonny just said, we closing the gate. I'm letting it be known who we are because my people, my ancestors built this fucking country, not nobody else. But you know what I'm saying? That's just one reason, you know what I'm saying? But there's many other reasons. But to me, it's a fucking issue. But my issue is with all immigration because that shit does not benefit Black Americans. I don't know if you've been they gentrifying this motherfucker, and you know what I'm saying. It's not just white people gentrifying our communities. It's immigrants too. It's Asians. It's fucking Indians. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers gentrifying our neighborhoods. So immigration definitely does got to be resolved.
Right, facts, and and they get off code, and I don't want to make this, and that's the main thing, Sister Mina, is being on code or off code. Over here, we have a code, a conduct, and how we move and how we operate. So if you're coming over here shucking and jiving and cooning and shit, that's not really good for the collective, and it messes everything up, right? And like I said, these people are tethers, and they come over and they blend in with us, and when we just get the brunt of everything. I'll give you an example. You know what I'm saying? Like what's the serial killer down in Miami? His name is Willie Suarez. The nigga looked like Chris Brown, but you know what I'm saying? We seen when we put up the documents that he identifies himself as white, but when it comes for media things, he gets labeled as a black man that is down there killing shit. So we just pretty much squashing everything across the board. You know what I'm saying? Just to throw out, how immigration, is
Hold on,
is, is
Sonny. My bad for interrupting you. But Amina, I don't believe you're FBA because that's just like there ain't no way in hell you FBA. I really don't believe you're fucking FBA. I'm sorry.
Hey, and can I ask
I'm
a question
sorry.
real quick? Hold on, let me ask you a question
Go ahead.
because
Go ahead.
just what you said, like, so our ancestors fought, died, everything to help get some people over here to change their lives, and you saying there's supposed to be no reciprocation, like nothing in return, nothing at all. That's basically what you're saying.
She ain't FBA.
So, first of all, the FBA part. My people born here, my daddy people from Mississippi, mama people from North Carolina, Alabama. I don't understand how you just come to the conclusion I'm not FBA because I'm like you kind of have to back that up. You can't just say that with
Cause like to me that question like was not on code. That question was very like, are you serious type of question. Like what the hell is you talking about?
the question was why this question matters.
Next.
That's why we know she's not FBA. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not muted. I apologize.
She was not FBA. She was here to distract us. Cause anybody that's really FBA already know what time it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I just believe she was not FBA. Ain't no way in hell.
Exactly. You wouldn't have to ask the question, and I apologize. I wasn't on mute, but I meant to be on mute. I was just like, "There's no way." The fact that you even have the question outed yourself. So thanks, but no thanks. Just keep it moving.
Hey, Kadar, you got something to say, Kadar?
What up, though? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, everybody. What up, though? You know what I'm saying? Kedar in the building, you feel me? Listen, I want to speak on a couple things real quick, you feel me? First thing I want us to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Because we got to really embrace our culture, you feel me? It's a account on here called Soul Black. You know what I'm saying? I think it's at Black Power PA something. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? He really showed a lot of information about our culture, soul culture. You see what I'm saying? Like, our generation behind us, man, they, you know what I'm saying, soul is everything. You feel me? Soul music, soul food, soul brothers, soul power. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? We gotta embrace our black heritage, you know what I'm saying, black American culture all the way because people don't respect it. You feel me? Like I just got into a back and forth about somebody who, you know what I'm saying, was trying to disrespect, the brother.
What happened? What happened? I don't know what the fuck just happened. Hey, Amika, go ahead, Amika.
Hello, guys. My name is Chukwemeka. I reside here in the United States. I've been here for about 3 years. I'm married to an FDA, so to speak. I'm glad for this group, for this awareness. It brings, it brings people to their senses to know what's going on, how people feel, how you guys feel. Um, there has been a lot of miscommunications going on, and bringing topics like this is like an awakening. Um, I have a lot to say, but I know my time is, not much. Let's see. What do FDAs benefit from immigrants? First of all, we love you guys. I'm from Nigeria. I didn't have said that. We love you guys very much. We have guys that have supported you guys, especially in the BLM movements. Ginais Adetokunbo from the Milwaukee Bucks. He rooted for you guys. He was a lead guy that rooted for you guys in during the BLM protests directly from the NBA by boycotting their match. Um, Speaking of the internet, I don't know if you guys know, but I got this information, if I'm not mistaken, from Hidden Colors. The guy who invented the internet was a 15-year-old from the Biafran War in Nigeria. He fought the war, he survived, he came as an immigrant to the United States, and he was one of the first people that designed, or if not the first, designed the supercomputer. He's also arguably known as the father of the internet. His name is Philip Emeguali. You might want to look him up. And correct me if I'm not if I'm mistaken, please. I got this information or affirmation from Hidden Colors. These are, two answers I've given. Then the third one, because I follow basketball, I'm a sports journalist. I have a media company back home in Nigeria. We cover sports. Nneka Ogumike and Chini Ogumike, they're both Nigerians. Mother and father are Nigerians, but Nneka and Chinenye were born in the United States. So I don't know whether that leaves them as FDAs or, immigrants. I don't know whether that leaves them with this
The
ideology you guys have.
immigrants.
Okay, okay, fine. Nneka, with her leadership, she, and of course the help of others, but basically her leadership, she was able to she was able to lead the WNBA to hold a successful bubble during the pandemic. That's just the few points I might just raise for now. Then to sort of go out of the topic, if you don't mind, I know my time is over. Please bear with me. I'm Igbo. And anybody listening to me right now, they see my name, they know what I'm about, those back home. I work with the Nigerian government. I've already mentioned it. I work basketball teams. I work directly with national team players. And Ike Diogo, he was born here. He's the captain of the Nigerian national team. I worked with all of them. There's a guy called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know if you guys have heard of that name before.
What happened?
I asked a question. I said there's a guy called Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know if you've come across that name before.
No, I can't recall.
Okay, good. He's a freedom fighter. He's fighting for freedom for our people, not just Igbos, but other ethnic groups in Nigeria. You see, I have to say this because this is the truth. Just like how most of us back home don't really know much about the American culture, what you guys have been through, what Frederick Douglass and Frederick Douglass and what's his name, Abraham Lincoln, the deal they had to put in black folks, FDA guys, to be part of the military, which led to, like, will I say, a verification for your freedom Freddy does like wasn't mentioned here from the conversation I've listened to for like 2 hours. So I just wanted to put that out there. I got this knowledge recently from a series titled Amend on Netflix. I think it's a Will Smith project. So I don't maybe I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I'm just putting it out. Then Rashid earlier, before I go into the guy I mentioned.
I'm sorry, brother MK. But we got a lot of people who are requesting to speak, and we got a lot of people currently with their hands up. So can you go ahead and land the plane, brother? Go ahead.
I got him out here, bro. You bringing up basketball players and shit, bro. That shit don't benefit us, bro, at all.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie to you. That nigga, Akatu, whatever the fuck his name, he ain't even lead the fucking march. That was Malcolm Brogdon or whatever. I can't think of his name. So them fucking niggas they don't benefit us at all, bro, at all. So yeah, I don't know who. Go ahead, Crash, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna try to keep it under 60 seconds. Just got two quick points I want to make. In terms of like immigration, from Africans. I mean, we never really had an issue with Africans taking our jobs. When we talk about immigration and stuff like that, when Black Americans talk about that, we're typically talking about people from like South America, maybe India or something like that. So it never really was about Africans. I kind of agree with like Tariq pointed out that we're not jealous of any of the jobs they're taking. In terms of Africans, a lot of what the problem with those immigrants is that they actually come over and they undermine our people, by claiming that the system of disadvantage or white privilege doesn't exist. So they'll come in here. They're not a product of the oppression that our people have faced. So they're not a product of it. They'll come and they'll join into these programs and stuff that are built for people that are a product of oppression. And then they'll get a degree, they'll do whatever, and then they'll say, hey, that system, that oppression does not exist because look at me. I was able to come here from nothing and get a job, get a degree or whatever. So that's always been our issue with them. So they're coming in and they're getting jobs and things based off of programs and systems that were put in place to equalize and recover the disadvantage that Black Americans have faced to bring our people up, to our proper state, to help us combat white privilege. So it's not that y'all are taking jobs; is that y'all are undermining our people by claiming a system doesn't exist that actually does exist. So that's one point I got to make it in real quick. I want to say does any part of white liberalism benefit Black Americans? I mean, we got to get to a point where we're going to ask ourselves that question too. Does any
hell
part
no.
of white liberalism benefit Black Americans?
Hell no.
I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for that crash. Thanks for that crash. Hey, go ahead, Rennie Bell. Rennie Bell, go ahead.
Hi guys. Just a quick introduction. I think I've been here since like yesterday, just trying to learn and understand. And I think I came on yesterday and I acknowledged the fact that I'm an immigrant and I'm like first generation immigrant. I just moved to the US. So like I do understand that there's no way that from both sides we're ever going to be able to understand the struggle that we've gone through just because we have all learned from each other from a white person's perspective. And what I mean is that is I think a lot of what is being pushed out there, yes, we have the master teachers, but it's just as a community, for those that don't have access to like necessarily like information, we have learned a lot of stereotypes based off of what white people have defined Africans and white people have defined African Americans. So I think instead of us right now focusing on like immigration, like trying to gatekeep, I feel like we should first off try to educate each other to learn our actual history of what happened when they broke us off. Because we were first one race and then we were then separated because of white colonialism, white exploitation, slavery, and we lost ourselves. I feel like right now we should use this time just to try to educate each other instead of sitting here and be.
Rainy Bell, where you from?
So I'm originally from Cameroon, and I would say I when I came here, my mom being a history teacher, so I was exposed to a lot of Cameroonian history. But I think when I moved here, one of the things I like appreciated the most when I did take an African American history class was the fact that I was able to learn about your history from that perspective. And that's why I'm able to recognize and understand that, like, we would never be able to understand our personal struggles just because we have been misinformed, like, throughout history about our personal struggle. And that's why I think people come on here and everybody's trying to, like, like, pretty much just do like the victim card thing where it's like, oh, but we're going through so much more. We've gone through we've gone through this. It's just because there's that miscommunication in us learning about our own history as, like, black people as a race, right? And then now I know that the question here talks about how immigrants benefit black Americans. The truth is it doesn't, right? And the reason why it doesn't is because we were all considered third world countries. And so I think, just even from the Hispanics that have been taught, again, I'm saying being taught by the white people to undermine black people, we've all learned this whole, like, so when we come here, of course, like, because we've learned from the white people would undermine you guys. And the only thing I would say as immigrants is we should respect and understand that you guys fought for the opportunity that we had. I have benefited. Like, I remember coming here to college, and like, through the schools that I went through, I was able to benefit through those systems that were already set in place. And then the only thing I would say now is, like, help us. Like, my question to you guys is, like, how can immigrants help the foundational black Americans get their reparations? Because we are benefiting from these programs that were put in place. We just want to understand, like, how can we help you guys? Because right now we're fighting amongst ourselves and we're
What's up, y'all? Y'all pop on in the room. Who's this? Yeah, okay. What's going on, guys? We're letting everybody come on in the room. Another live session here because I think I'm still trending. So hell, I'm trending. Let me chop it up with everybody. How's everybody doing? Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, throw a black fist up in the air. If you guys can hear me good, what's up, TD? If you hear me, put a black fist in the air, please, to let me know I can be heard. Let me see a black fist, black hand, to let me know that I can be heard good by the family. All right. Hope everybody checked out my broadcast, my joint on YouTube. I had a great conversation tonight. We had a lot of folks calling in. We're going to bring some people on here to ask me anything. There's been a lot of articles written about me today, and I've been trending still. What's up, brother Raheem? Shout out to my brother Raheem. So since I'm still trending, I've been trending all fucking day. That's real weird. Um, Let me get some folks in. Who wants to get on? Let's chop it up because we're having a very good conversation. There's a lot of chat rooms continuing the conversation about foundational Black Americans and people in the diaspora. We're bringing a lot of people in, just having a good conversation and chopping it up and just letting everybody know what's on our hearts. And we're just trying to come to an understanding here. All right, so let me see. Let me get some folks in here. If you want to talk, let me see your hand. Throw a hand up, please. Anybody who wants to talk, I see the request. So let me get Mustafa Adams. Only raise your hand, ladies and gentlemen. Raise your hands if you're ready to talk, and if your phone is not janky. And let me say this. Another thing. Some of y'all from the diaspora, when we say your phone is janky, y'all stop acting all butthurt. I've seen dudes in chat rooms all day whining about us clowning their phones. You're like, well, that nigga said our phone was janky. So it's not a personal beef, nigga. If you have a janky phone, you just get roasted. Some of y'all gonna have to eat some of the roast. Y'all get roasted, and that shit fucks with you psychologically. Nigga called me a booty scratcher when I was 3 years old. Get over that shit, man. Niggas get roasted. That's part of the game. All right. Now, Mustafa, turn your microphone on, sir. What's
Hi,
up, Mustafa? Where you from, sir?
I'm from East Africa.
What part of East Africa?
Let's say Somalia. but Somali areas. Somalis are all over Ethiopia and Kenya, and basically the same people.
Okay,
Yeah,
are you in Minnesota or Seattle right now? Okay, that's
Minneapolis.
what I thought. Okay. All right, so
Yeah,
okay, so ask me anything. What's on your mind? What do you like to ask Tariq Nasheed?
Tariq Nasheed. I have been following you for a while now. Uh, I was not aware of any African group that's against reparation for Black Americans.
You weren't aware of reparations for Black Americans?
I wasn't aware that there are some Africans who are against that.
Oh, who are against reparations?
Yes.
Yeah, man. When we start talking about getting reparations for foundational Black Americans, a lot of people seem to have a problem with that. Why do you think so many people in the diaspora have a problem with foundational Black Americans getting reparations?
First of all, you have to understand Black people all over the world look up to African Americans. Or we can't we don't have to argue about what we call each other, but that Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, you know what I mean.
Hmm. Foundational Black Americans. That's what we prefer. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so people look up to us. Okay.
And you guys are the most powerful, and Black people in the world.
Yes.
I believe you know that there are more Black people in Latin America, places like Brazil, but
Right.
they don't have any power.
Okay.
I thought about it. I thought, forget about people, saying, "Oh, somebody in the grade school called me this and that." Well, that's so asinine and childish. It's somebody who cannot explain why they behave a
I hear you.
certain way.
Okay, I hear your phone going off, brother. Do you have to do a Postmate order? I hear your phone going off in the back. Everything okay?
It's text coming through, something like that.
Okay, let me let you go ahead and deliver that DoorDash. I'm gonna get some more people in here.
No, no.
Okay, brother was taking forever to get to the point. Shout out to him. He was kind of taking forever, and he had an Uber Eats order. So let me go ahead and let him get that delivery. I'm about to get a bunch of angry emails. Fuck you, nigga. I do not drive for Uber Eats. Oh, now I'm about to get a whole bunch of motherfuckers from Somalia. I'm gonna be trending in Somalia now. The nigga from Captain Phillips gonna show up to my crib with a billy club. Like, I'm the captain now, motherfucker. Let's get some other people in here. Okay, let's get Oloye Babatunde. Shout out to Oloye Babatunde, a strong, powerful name. So it sounds like this brother's sitting in the crib with a kufi on right now. What's up, Oloye Babatube? Babatube. What's up, brother? All right, turn your speaker on, Oloye. Turn your microphone on, sir. Turn your microphone on, my brother. Like I said, guys, if you request to get on, can you please have your microphones ready? Have everything ready, please. That's all we ask. While I'm waiting on Mr. Babatunde, let me get Zam. Okay, this brother right here. Let me get this cat. Zam Zam. All right, let's get Zam Zam on here. The Zam Zam, you look familiar. Were you kind of trolling in my mentions earlier, Zam Zam?
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Okay. What's up? You were trolling earlier, right?
Yep, since yesterday.
Now say what's on your mind. Say what's on your mind to me and say it with your chest, nigga.
When you first started your program the day before yesterday, people were like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he was saying. I'm in Nigeria and I'm from Lagos. I've never been to America. So when you
Mm-hmm.
start saying blacks American, I had to just rethink. Okay, there are Filipino blacks. You know that?
Yeah,
They are Australian blacks.
there's black people everywhere. What's your point?
Yeah, what I'm pointing is that they were blacks before Africans were actually brought to Americans, right?
We know that. That's what makes us foundational Black Americans. There
Now
were
I'm
black
getting
people
your
here.
point.
I'm a part of that. I'm a
Seriously,
part of those people.
seriously, we are sorry as Africans, and we from the way you were sounding, you said we always call you guys a Qatar, and that sounds so demolishing.
I didn't say that. Now I didn't say y'all always call us a lot of you do. Y'all do call us Akatas, don't you?
Yeah. We usually
All right,
call.
then don't sit your ass up here and lie. Now what's your point?
No, my point is that I'm just trying to say, okay, we're sorry generally for not actually figuring out that okay, you guys were there before us, naturally, and
Yeah, there were black people on this land, yes.
yeah.
And then we mixed in with the black people who were brought over, the 3% that were brought
So a
over
lot
from
of
Africa.
people, I mean, a lot of history we are almost erased because we all feel that okay, most Africans that were brought to America, we are naturally blacks from Africa. Those are our beliefs. We were never taught about Aboriginal Americans.
Go ahead, brother. I'm trying to wait till you get to the point. What's your point,
So my
sir?
point is that all the reason you were asking that okay, how does the immigrants benefit slaves? I mean, benefit Americans. I mean, Black Americans. I haven't been to America, so I can't say really. So what do you think we can do to assist, to be of help, so that you guys can be recognized in the world?
We are recognized in the world. In fact, foundational Black Americans are the face of Black people around the world. When you think of Black people anywhere on the planet, you think of foundational Black Americans.
Okay, I'm
Even over there in Nigeria, even there in Nigeria.
really, really, I'm just.
Yes.
I will have to Google this and do more research on this. Thank you so much. Okay.
Mm. Okay. That's it.
Yep.
All right, brother. Have a good night. All right. Okay. The hell he talking about? Okay. Let's see who else we got here. Let's see who else we got here. Okay. They'll raise those hands. Let's see who's in here. Ask Tariq anything. You guys can ask me anything. Let me see this brother right here. Let me see. Where we at? A lot of folks trying to get on. How many people we got in here? Okay, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Let me see. Who's okay? As I'm trying to push the button, so many people are moving around. Okay. Uh, Hold on. What's this cat right here? Okay, Baba, whatever his name is. I'm adding you guy Baba something, Barban something. So hop on. Okay, and then I'm gonna get some of you other cats in here. Okay, Barban something. Let me see. Then I'm gonna get Hussein. Yeah, I'm gonna get look like Hussein might be in South Africa. So let me add him as a speaker. I get you next, Hussein. Let me start lining people up so this thing can go smoothly. And we got some of these women in here. I'm gonna get the ladies in here. Okay. Let me get you ladies next. I call you up next. I'm just getting you ready. And then Sassy. Okay, he looks like he's from Uganda from the hairline. So I get him after Sassy. All right. So um, okay, let's try Hussein. Hussein, turn your microphone on.
Tarek, I want to ask you one question.
Yes, sir. Now first you gotta stop breathing very hard on the phone.
All right.
All right. There you go. Much better, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So I've actually been listening to your speeches the other few days that I've been here. But
Now what country are you in? What country are you in, Hussein?
I'm from Africa.
What country are you in Africa, sir?
I'm from Kenya.
There you go. Go ahead.
All right. So what is the end game for foundational Black Americans?
The
I've been
same end game for you. The same end game for you guys in Kenya.
no, actually, you must have a purpose when hosting such a space, and I really want to continue listening to you, but I just want to understand because
What don't
Uh,
you understand? And why should we? What end game? What do you mean an end game? We're a lineage. So
yes.
why does a lineage have an end game? That's like, what's the end game for Puerto Ricans? What's the end game for Ugandans? We're an ethnic group, so why would an ethnic group have an end game?
Okay. All right. Probably I've used the wrong words, huh? But now let me put it very clearly. Like, what is the purpose of foundational Black Americans um, coming after Africans? Because considering the kind of discussion that you're having in this space,
Come, come after Africans for what? What do you have to come after?
no, no, actually, surely, Africans are not the only immigrants in the U.S. Huh? And you've seen the
I'm, oh, let me try it again. What do you have for foundational Black Americans to come after? Go. Go ahead, Hussein. I just unmuted you. Turn your microphone back on, Hussein, because y'all coming here with these same redundant talking points, and y'all just babbling and not really saying what you're talking about. So, what do you have for us to come after? Why would we come after you? What do you have that we
okay,
want to come
Tariq,
after?
Tariq, Tariq, brother,
Answer the question, sir.
Tariq.
Answer the question, sir.
Okay, you've talked about us taking all the opportunities from the foundational Black Americans. You've talked about us not respecting you when we come there. Yeah. So um, either way, I think let me be very 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 clear here.
So so you taking the Uber Eats jobs? Is that what you're talking about? You think we care about you getting the Uber Eats jobs, sir?
Okay, let me end it here. Just call a war. Call a war. That is actually the end game. Thank you.
Call a war?
Yes, just call a war. Declare a war.
Well, you
Declare a
already.
war. Just
Why
declare a
would we
war.
declare,
No, declare a
sir?
war. That is your end conversation. That is
Well, how come you're not doing anything about the Asians in Kenya declaring a war on you now? Why are you in my space whining about foundational Black Americans and there's Asians over there smacking you up all through Kenya? There's videos of Asians smacking you up, and you're talking about foundational Black Americans. What you started? What? Why aren't you hollering at the Asians? How come you're not in their spaces, bro?
all right. Sorry about that. But that is actually how
Okay.
this conversation is going to end. Call a war, man.
Are you gonna call a war on the Asians?
No, call a war. Call a war. Ask all the foundational Black Americans
Because
to
see,
come after
that's the
the
problem.
Africans.
Y'all don't know that's the problem, Hussein. Y'all have all the smoke for other black folk. Y'all looking at black folks 10,000 miles away, but you won't look at the people right there smacking you around. That is the problem right there, Hussein. You got any last thing to say, Hussein? Because I don't like to be rude, and I don't even like to cut people off, but I don't want people to babble. Now, say what you have to say before you go. I'll let you say what you have to say.
Brother Tariq, I wish you all the best. I wish you well. Thank you.
I wish you too, my brother. Be good. All right. That's Hussein from Kenya over there with Asians smacking everybody up. Talking about call the damn war. War for what? When you go to war, you trying to take something. What we gonna take from you? Sassy, turn your microphone on, sir. And that's a very tight shirt you got on. What part of Nigeria are you from?
I'm not from Nigeria, homie.
Where you
Oh,
from, man?
I'm from Senegal, brother.
Senegal. Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I knew it was somewhere.
Actually, currently living in Paris. Actually, it's like
Oh,
7 a.m. here, and I just got in, and these are some interesting conversation. And the brother prior. I just want to say there is no need to call any war here. We can have difference of opinion, but we need to just communicate and solve everything we need to solve. No need to call a war here.
real
Uh,
talk.
so so yeah, one thing I wanted to just say, Tariq, is like yesterday I was also flying and I watched you and I heard actually what you guys are discussing about saying what the African are bringing to you guys back in the United States of America.
Well, anybody, any immigrant. We're talking about immigrants in general. What
Exactly,
any
exactly. No,
any
I hear
immigrant?
you. I hear you,
How
but
does
I
it
just want
benefit?
to
But
say,
not just bringing to us, but just how does it benefit? That
okay,
was the word. How does it
just one
benefit?
simple thing, Tariq, for you, because I'm talking for you right now.
Right, right.
Just for you right now, having a cloud, having this audience be able to talk about this issue is because of like the African people that actually come to America. If they didn't come to America, you wouldn't have a platform today to talk about it. That's
Okay,
just one thing,
okay.
you
That's
know.
not
And it's just
cloud.
for that,
Cloud is
just
intangible. Clout
yeah,
is
yeah,
intangible, and I'm already known. So
hear
this
me
is
out,
not.
Tariq. I'm not your
Hold,
enemy. I'm not trying to.
hold on. Okay, okay. I gotta mute you now. Okay, hold on, man. Unbutton that fucking shirt and let's relax for a minute. Um, Clout means nothing to me. I already get thousands of views, so this is nothing new to me. So you're like, your argument is that, well, I'm getting some clout, so I'm benefiting from immigrants, brother. Please don't go there. If you're gonna go there, brother, you might as well put on another shirt and go on about your business. If that's your argument, okay, let me. I see that's going to be your argument. So let me get some more people here, because if that's your argument, I don't even want to waste time. Vuyelva, let me get you on, ma'am. Vuyelva, I think that's your name. Then I'm gonna get Gaffer on next, and then I get Tracy.
Hi, Tariq. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. Now, where are you calling from?
From South Africa.
Okay, shout out to South Africa. Now, what's on your mind,
Thank
ma'am?
you. Yes, I was wondering. I understand your concern, and but do you also wonder what goes on in Africa?
I know what goes on,
Why
ma'am.
they have to move? It's a bit insensitive. Maybe if let's say that people should just come back to Africa and fight. It's not as simple. There are also governments that are involved. Even our leaders are bought and so many things. So it's not as simple as it sounds, even here in
Okay, and
South
this is
Africa.
okay, and this is the problem. Okay,
And
and thank you for the question. Okay, okay, got it. Let me answer you. Okay, because some people can just answer your question, and it doesn't have to be a long thing. But let me answer that. She said, well, telling people to fix whatever's at home is just not that simple. Here's the problem. When foundational Black Americans fight for people to come over here and benefit off the things that we fought for to help them, I'm talking about tangible things. People enjoy those things. And when Black people specify our grievances with the government, the US white supremacists, a lot of these people who immigrate here sit around and tell us, well, look, I came over here with $3 and I pulled myself up by my bootstraps. So your nigga stop complaining. It is not the government. You're a lazy akata. You know, we're just a lazy akata, and we just gotta stop being thugs and baby mamas. We get all of this personal vitriol. But when we say, how come you have not fixed your home country? How come you didn't pull yourself up by your bootstraps back at your crib? Then all of a sudden, well, it's the government. Oh, it's the government. The government is just so like the government here is not the most powerful government in the planet. That we as foundational Black Americans, we fought against this government, and we still continue to fight for whatever resources that Black people and other people get. Gaffer, let me get Gaffer in here. Gaffer, turn your microphone on, sir. Okay, Gaffer, I give you 10 seconds to turn your microphone on. 10, 9, come on, Gaffer, make it happen. 7, 4, 3, 1. All right, Gaffer, you out of here, bro. All right, let's get the next young lady here. Tracy. Tracy, can you turn your microphone on, ma'am?
Hello, Tariq.
Hello, Tracy. How are you, ma'am?
Fine. I am someone who is very interested in American politics. I've been
Mhm.
following it since the American years. I'm also someone who is very interested in America and the global politics. So I'm also a Nigerian. So I'm going to start with first. I do agree with you on one opinion that
Mm-hmm.
Nigerians, when we get to America, we do not really contribute to the social changes that Black Americans have fought for. The reason why Nigerians can move to America and get better jobs and get like better opportunities is because you foundational Black Americans, you guys fought the battle, you guys did the war, you guys got yourselves the right to vote, you guys got yourselves the right to enter college. I remember a time color people weren't allowed to go into college, and I understand that you guys have been through so much, and that you guys have been through so much. But it's not fair to say that we are coming here to steal your opportunities. You have been
No,
through so much. But I
okay,
feel like the reason why
okay,
you are
right. Okay, I muted you. Let me say this again. I'm gonna say it one more time. Anybody who comes in with the false straw man argument that we're running around here talking about you're coming to steal our opportunities, that's a bullshit straw man argument that y'all been circulating around among yourselves that we're not even on. We're not saying you're coming to steal opportunities. If anybody comes in with that narrative, I'm getting your ass out of here because I'm not going to keep explaining over and over again. That ain't what we're talking about. I know in the coon circles over there, they keep using that jive ass argument that we're not making. Okay, I'm gonna get Tracy. You got to go. I'm not going to just keep answering the same question over and over again. I'm not going to keep addressing the same straw man narrative. That's just talking in circles and that's just not getting anywhere. So let me say that anybody's listening, if you come in here, if you let me tell you where I'm going to shut your ass off. If you blame the government, if you say y'all mad because we're stealing your jobs or opportunities, you're going to get up out of here. I don't want to hear that. We've heard that enough. I don't want to hear the same circular, tired arguments because it's pointless. You're going to have to come with something new. You're going to have to come with something fresh. Now, Ubula, let me have you turn your microphone on, ma'am. Let me get Ubula, then I get Tia Tinda. All right. Ubula, you can turn your microphone on, ma'am.
Hi, Tariq.
Hello, dear.
Um, my name is pronounced as Ubuhle.
Now, you know,
Um,
well, I can't pronounce that.
yeah, but yeah, bro, it hurts when
Well,
yay
I'm
with the
gonna do
words to that.
what foundational Black Americans do we give you a nickname? Your name is Thick Chocolate. All right. So Thick Chocolate
Hey, Tariq, you can call me B. That's
B.
fine. You can call me B. Yeah.
There you go. So what's on your mind, ma'am?
Oh yeah. So just wanna speak about a few things that you spoke about yesterday. I've been requesting bro from yesterday, and you didn't give me the mic. But anyway, I'm here.
Well,
Woke up. The space is still on. It's 8 a.m. this side. I'm in South Africa. So
yes,
you spoke a lot of things. You asked us why didn't we free Nelson Mandela and all
yes.
that stuff. And you said you've been to Bird Island. Nelson Mandela was in Robben Island. If you've
Robin,
been to,
what was that?
yes, yeah, yeah, it's
Robin,
called Robben Island.
yeah,
It's probably named after a white person, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
We went to the because it was Robin Island. We went there. We went in
Yeah.
the cell. We went in the cell. Y'all could have broke him out. Y'all could
Wait,
have gotten him.
listen.
Y'all could have
Give
gotten
me
him.
chance. Yeah.
Hell,
So
y'all could
fine.
have got a boat and rode y'all ass over there to get him out of jail. Y'all could have got him.
Listen.
And
Listen to
hid
me.
him and took him over there to Mashpumalele and hid him over there, and he would have been good.
Listen, bro. So fine. If you've seen Robben Island, it's in an island. That time, black people had no boats.
Man,
So
please.
listen, Terry. People tried
Rob
to swim and
Island
they
ain't that far.
died.
But go ahead, go ahead.
People died. If you read, actually, I'm currently reading Nelson Mandela's Letters to Prison, the book, and actually, he said like there's some comrades who died who tried to escape the prison because it's an island. In South Africa, we have white sharks. They put your ass in that sea water, you're gonna die, and sharks are gonna kill you. So there were people, but that's why the white people put him in Robben Island because they knew that nobody is gonna be able to bring him out. And yesterday, you said he was arrested for 30 years. It was 27 years he spent in prison. And the reason that he got out as well, it was because of economical pressures around the world. People were even like the black on black violence, which was happening in the country. People, I don't know, think anybody could have broken him out in the
Yes, you
prison.
could have. We broke out
Okay,
Shada Shakur. We broke a Shada
was he in,
Shakur
was
out
he in
and
island
got her out of
prison?
here. All right,
Was he
let
in
me.
an
Oh,
prison?
hold on. Let me get some other people. Thank you, dear. But let me address that. Yeah, look, I've been going in. Well, shout out to my South African brothers and sisters. I love you. Much respect to you. But we've been saying this for years. Even Khalid Muhammad said this. Y'all could have broke Nelson Mandela out of damn jail. It's too many of y'all over there to let that man sit in jail for that long. Somebody could have got a damn boat and got him out of there and hid him in one of them townships. They could have got him out of that jail. I don't want to hear about no damn sharks. Y'all blame everything. It's sharks, it's tadpoles, it's killer fish, it's piranhas, it's the government, all of this stuff. Man, black folks got Asada Shakur out of jail in the most powerful country with some of the most secure prisons on the planet. They got her up out of jail and got her up out of here. I don't want to hear no excuse. They could have got Mandela up out of there. All them Negroes over there, off code. Yeah, I'm saying it. Y'all were hella off code for letting him sit in jail for that long with all y'all Negroes sitting over there with all of those tribal beefs. And I'm saying this with love to my South African family. I love, I love y'all over there. Y'all show me so much love when I go there, but I got a bone in my claw about that. Now let's get T Tunde. I can't pronounce your name, beloved.
Hi, Tariq. It's Tatenda.
Tatenda. Where you from, dear?
I'm from Zimbabwe.
Shout out to Zimbabwe. I loved Zimbabwe. Fell in love with the people in Zimbabwe. So what's on your mind?
What's on my mind is I sort of agree with the concept you have been sharing,
Hmm.
because I mean, us as a nation as well, in as much as we are prided for being educated, for being like intellectuals, I feel like we are always in flight mode. We like right now. I'm currently in South Africa. We get educated, we leave. Whether we're coming to South Africa or we are going to Europe or we're coming down to the States. But it seems like now the narrative that's circulating in Africa per se is get educated and flee.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know how best we can approach, to say, here we are, we love our country. I'm so patriotic myself. But then what's the way forward? How then do we, the same way African Americans did, like throughout history? I mean, we pretty much all read Kunta Kinte and I mean, how do we sit and fight to say we don't like the way the economy is being run, or we don't like the way the politics is being set up, but then how do we sit? Why do we always accept?
And the problem is, this is the
Mm.
problem. The problem is over there and in many African countries, not enough people are on code with each other to build
Mm-hmm.
things because you have all the resources. I've been all over Zimbabwe. This
Yes.
whole narrative that the Western media has this narrative that black people are over there, they don't know how to grow food and all that. That's bullshit. I've been to dozens of farms in Zimbabwe and work with some of those sisters over there and those brothers who own farms. There's plenty of food over there, plenty of vegetation, there's plenty of resources, there's plenty of materials, raw materials to build societies there. The problem is enough people are not on code with each other to get together and do that. So you have to be on code with each other in order to build communities. There's so many tribal differences in Africa. And this is what I want my brothers and sisters in the diaspora to understand. Those tribal differences don't work over there. Y'all got to put those to the side and understand, because people look at us and say, well, y'all foundational black Americans are distancing yourself, but we're all black. Well, I want y'all to have that we're all black mentality with each other. Put those ethnic differences to the side, because the white supremacists are still dominating over there. I was arguing with somebody earlier. They were talking about in East Africa, ain't no white supremacists. They didn't ran them all out. Look, the white supremacists, they dominate directly and indirectly. I know for a fact how the white supremacists put sanctions all on Zimbabwe. They have trade
Yes.
sanctions, they have flight sanctions, they have all types of sanctions. When I was over there dealing with money, I had to do all types of things to get money out and send money, because you can't send money certain ways. You got to use Bitcoin. It was real crazy over there because of the sanctions. So we understand how Western powers control and dominate and sabotage certain African nations directly and indirectly. So y'all have to understand that and understand that you got to come together as a whole group, put those ethnic differences aside, and start building together. You have all the resources you need. It's a code that you need. And that's what foundational Black Americans have. This is why we get more things done than most groups around the world, because we're a minority here, but so many of us are on code. Enough of us are on code. We can actually get some stuff done that other groups can't get done. because we don't look at ourselves as different ethnic groups over here. We all know we're under the same umbrella as of white supremacy, and we know who exactly the enemy is, and that's who we bring it to, and that's how we can get the things that we need. But the thing is, we share all of our resources with other groups, so that's the conversation we're having now. That makes
Yeah,
sense. Sis?
that really makes sense. Plus, the other thing, I'm just going to whoever is also listening that I think we our education system is also set up in a way that you have to get the education to work later for somebody.
Yeah.
So I think that's also what makes the white supremacy dominate. To consider that we are the majority, but then we fail to like overpower or to let these guys know that we can run. And I mean, in Zimbabwe, they tried to do like the whole land reform, but then the whole situation was just done in a way that was not properly done. Now farms are being owned by probably majority of black people who are not even utilizing the farm so well. We
Right.
actually no longer the breadbasket of Africa as we used to. So now it looks like it was the white people who knew how to farm, of which we actually also do, but then we have the mentality that we are inferior.
Right.
Somebody has to direct us. So I feel
Right.
like the African American mentality of saying, you know what, we've got this, let's move forward. If we could also instill it in ourselves as Africans who are in Africa,
Yeah.
we might move forward.
Yes, and I went over there specifically to Zimbabwe. I was all in the media over there saying, "Hey, we need to get dual citizenship. It would be great because there's a lot of land. There's so much open land over there in Zimbabwe." And I kept telling the people, I was on TV, I was on radio, and I was saying, "Hey, you guys should have dual citizenship for us so we can come over here and help you develop this land, develop the infrastructure. We have access to capital." I kept presenting that to each and every person that I encountered in the media, and people just weren't on that wave over there, unfortunately. So, you guys, if y'all want to get some stuff done, y'all got to make it happen on the grassroots. But anyway, let me get some more calls here. Thank you so much, beloved. Let me get some more
Okay,
people
thank
here.
you, Terry.
Okay. I see that's another thing. When Foundational Black Americans, when we go to these other countries and say, "Hey, man, y'all got a lot of land over here. Even if you don't give it, you don't have to give us no money, but damn, give us some plots of land over here. Allocate some land to us. That's not going to hurt you. We can come over here and get this thing popping. Set me down over here, right where the gold mines are. I'll show you how to get it popping." Let's get Emika. Ermika, my eyesight is bad because I'm getting old. So some of y'all names I might not pronounce well. But, I look young, but I'm an old nigga. And I can't see worth a damn. So Emika, if that's your name, if I'm mispronouncing your name, my bad. So I need you to unmute your phone, brother. All right. Emika, the brother, you're standing on a mountain in your picture. Now, can you hear me now, brother? Or are you still on that mountain where their service is bad? Hello? Emika? Okay, this brother, another person with an iPhone 1. One more time, Emika. Let's try getting your phone popping. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to get you out of here, brother. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but let me see. All right, let's get Abu Dukla, the brother with the kufi. There's a brother with a kufi on, and a big dashiki. What's up, brother?
What's up, Tariq? It is Abdul Karim, not Abdul, as you pronounce it.
And how do I pronounce it again?
Pardon?
How do I pronounce your name?
Abdul
And brother, your
Karim.
dashiki is rubbing up against the phone. I can barely hear you. All right, so what's on your mind? Where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Nigeria.
Okay, what's on your mind, sir?
Uh, I just want to say some few things before I go. I
Okay.
I listened to your space, the conversation that was had yesterday.
Yes.
So, uh, are you planning on coming to Nigeria soon, so that you can
Why would I
see
come?
for yourself what is really happening on ground?
Well, I can kind of see what's happening on ground now.
How? You are in the United States, and how can you know what is the current situation in Nigeria. You should do justice to
Because I,
yourself.
because I read and I look online and I see what's popping.
Do you believe anything that you read on the
I
news?
do. I
You
do.
do?
I believe a lot of stuff because a lot of stuff is actually true. Not everything, but a lot of stuff is true.
How sure are you?
I'm pretty sure. So you saying a lot of stuff about Nigeria is not true?
So my second question is, I heard you saying that.
Hold on. No, 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 no. I asked you a question. Let's try it again. Do you believe that some of the stuff that's presented about Nigeria is untrue? Answer that question, sir.
Majority of them are just fabricated lies,
Got it. Okay. So why would you want me to go to Nigeria? I don't have a reason to go to Nigeria.
so that you can do justice to yourself and see the real situation happen.
How is that going to do justice to me?
Well, we can arrange your flight ticket and everything. There is one particular
How,
place that
how hold on. How does that do justice to me? Because you're babbling now. How does that do justice to me? Turn your speaker, turn your microphone back on.
okay, there is one Chinese saying that says, "If I see, I will forget, but if I touch, I will never
I,
forget."
I didn't. Come on. I don't want to hear no damn proverbs, man. Talk, dude. That's the problem. When it comes time to talk, y'all dudes want to babble. You talking in circles, man. You're talking in all of these parables. You making these nonsensical quirks and all of that stuff. I need you to get to the point. I'm just not going to let you babble. Okay. Now let's try it again. If you have something to ask, something real, ask the question, brother. I don't want to hear you babbling.
Okay, so why do you think that Black Americans can do anything better than the Black Africans?
When did I say that, sir?
I heard you saying that if we need help, you can come down to Africa. We can so that we should allocate land to you so that you teach us how to do things better. Didn't you say that?
I talked the woman on the other line. I was over there in Zimbabwe and I kept asking the people to allocate land so we can come over and help. I didn't say to do better, but to help.
To help, did we look like we need your help?
Yes.
We are better the way we are.
Yeah. No, you're not because you keep fleeing over here.
We keep playing over there.
Yeah, you do. So you
We
that means
only we only go to the we only go to
that means you're not better, sir. You keep fleeing coming over here. So that means you're not doing better. If you were doing better, would you flee, sir?
So if someone is migrating from one particular place,
Migrating and fleeing are two different things. You fled. Fish migrate. You fled and came over here. Let's be very clear. So, so,
let me ask you one single question
so,
before I go, please.
oh no, no, because you keep ducking and dodging because you seem like you have a lot of contempt for foundational Black Americans, and that's the problem. You bring that contempt over here among us after we help you, but even the thought of us coming over there, working with you, that's just blasphemous. Listen to how you sound. Just the thought of us coming over there. How dare you? Listen to you.
I have one simple question for you before I go.
Now, what's wrong with us coming over there? Why don't you want foundational Black Americans coming over there helping
Are you
out?
are you really a black person?
What's wrong with foundational Black Americans coming over there helping?
Just answer the goddamn question. Are you really
Ubuntu,
a black person?
Ubuntu, get your musty ass off my phone. You do not disrespect me. Now get off my phone and get your shit together and stop being jealous and contemptuous of foundational Black Americans. I bid you a farewell. All right, let's try somebody else. You're not gonna talk crazy to me, nigga. I'm not one of your 18 wives, nigga. that you finessing. All right, yeah, you're not gonna play that game with me, nigga. I'm not the 90-day fiance white woman you finessing for a green card, nigga. Don't play that game with me. You talk to the white woman who's helping you get your green card. You talk to her like that. You don't talk to me. You're gonna put some respect on it. All right, let's get some more people in here. This dude gonna try to get buck with me. I don't play those games, dude. Uh, let's get this sister here. Let's get Hayes in here. Then we're gonna get this brother right here, Icheche Fufu. We get him. All right, so let's get Hayes. Miss Hayes, go ahead and speak, ma'am.
Okay, so the space name is Ask Tariq. Tariq. Okay, sorry, Tariq. Anything. I have a few questions. First one is how old are you?
Old enough to be your father. What's your next question, ma'am?
Do you have a job?
I'm a millionaire, ma'am. I am the job.
Okay, so old enough to be my father, you are the job. Pretty dumb ways to
Hmm.
answer questions, but alright.
Okay, ma'am. Go put your cake soap on and go to sleep. Okay, put your cake soap on. Just put your cake soap on and go to sleep, ma'am. I don't want to hear you babbling and whining. And text Zaddy and tell him you'll be there in the morning. But you're not going to troll on here. Ma'am, do you have anything else to say? Go ahead.
Yeah, I do have one more thing to say. You sound like a
Go ahead.
redneck white.
Oh, okay. Shut your ass up and get up out of here because all you're doing is babbling. So, ma'am, since you have nothing constructive to say, I'm going to let you take off your divestment wig and go ahead and go to sleep. There you go. I got you out of here. Okay. There's so much contempt. It's just so, so much contempt for foundational Black Americans, boy.
Hey Tyreek,
What's up, brother? How are you, sir?
I'm good, homie. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Where you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Nigeria. My name Tyreek, baby.
Your name is Tyreek, too?
Yeah, baby.
All right, man. So what's on your mind, sir?
Nothing. I just want to holler at you real quick, baby.
Okay, nigga, this is getting very
What's
homo.
poppin'? Do you have like no homo, no homo, all good, nothing but
What?
love over here. My name Tyreek too, so you're my namesake, so it's nothing but love. Okay.
All right, what's on your mind, brother?
All right. I just got a few questions, right? Don't
Go
take
ahead.
it the wrong way, but just tell me, right? Is there any problem with Nigerians?
No, not at all. Why would there be a problem?
No, I'm just
Hello.
maybe there's
Who
been
the hell
like
is that?
an
Oh, wait, we'll get
encounter in the past or something with Nigeria. What?
you. No, we're talking to Mercy, another lady. Why would we have a problem with Nigerians? Why would we have a problem with you?
No, 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 not we. Like maybe you have like a personal problem, past encounter or something. Maybe you want to
Why
get
would
at us. Maybe Nigerians or
why,
something.
why in the world would I have a problem with a group of people 10,000
No,
miles
no,
away
not a
from
group
me?
of people. You're not
Why would I
listening,
personally?
Tyreek. No, 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 no. I'm saying, do you have a problem with
Why would
one Nigerian?
why
Maybe
would
something happened in the past.
you said do I have a problem with Nigerians? Plural.
No, I didn't say
I don't have a
Nigerians. I
problem
said
with
maybe in the
any
past you had
Nigerian.
an encounter with a Nigerian.
So
I'm
why
talking
what's
from a
with this
place of
make
love, right?
believe scenario?
No, I'm
Hold
joking,
on,
man,
slow
because
down. Okay, sounds like you're projecting, sir. When people are crowbarring some type of fake argument like that, sounds like you're projecting. What you're really saying is you kind of have a problem with foundational Black Americans. That's what you're saying, sir. It's called projection. So why do you have an issue with foundational Black Americans? You're in this space. You're low key trying to figure out a troll angle. So why do you have an issue with foundational Black Americans? You're in this space. You called me up. So something's on your mind. What do you have? Why do you have an issue with foundational Black Americans? Go ahead.
Hey, homie.
Go ahead.
Tyree, can you hear me?
Sir, either you speak or go eat you some pounded yam or something. What issue do you have with foundational Black Americans? Okay. Whoops. Whoop. No, 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 no. Huh? Mm, oh, all right. Well, hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on.